enemies, death
You can join.
traps.
I linked the owl bear, and by the way, everyone else is in. So
Oh, good.
whenever
Okay,
you're in,
okay, I'm pulling it up. And yeah, we're live. Oh, hi everyone. We're gonna hopefully finish up our one shot, which is currently a 4-shot.
yeah, only four. That's about what I said. I was like, it'll either be a 1 or a 4 because yeah.
Not that bad. I'd rather break it up and actually enjoy it and get stuff done than feel like we're trying to rush through just to finish it in one day or something.
The more what do you call it? What's the word for like where you're in control? Like free
Domination.
Will. The more free will you have.
Oh yeah.
It's a synonym for free will, but there's a better word for it. The more free will that you have as players,
agency.
That's the word. Thank you. I was on the tip of my tongue. The more agency you have, the slower it's gonna go because you're gonna do things like, okay, I checked this room for secret walls, and I could just say there's no secret walls in here, or don't worry, I'll tell you when there's a secret wall. But then that doesn't feel like you're exploring as much. So I'm gonna try to move it along a little bit more and give you information that your characters would have rather than making you ask for it or make you worried about stuff. But there are still going to be times where you're going to have to take 10 minutes to decide how to proceed, because if you do it the wrong way, there's bad things are going to happen. So, but I'm gonna experiment a little bit with that and trying to push it forward without rushing. So if it feels like you're getting rushed, feel to slow down. I still won't tell you what your characters do, but I will try and edge you towards continuing whenever it's reasonable.
I don't remember what I threw my javelins at. Did I recover any of them?
Yeah, okay, so that's true, yeah, because we took a long time doing that combat. Your spell slots are all still gone. You haven't rested yet, but if you'd like to, you can.
Is my elk dead? He's dead, right?
Your ox is dead. ALF never reappeared because he vanished when he was in the dream, and he didn't die. So he didn't come back. So that clearly shows that the dream was real, and your spell slots are gone. However, your javelins were found lying on the ground, fully intact, so you were able to recollect those. You don't know what would happen if there was a dead body in there because Aleph just disappeared. Betty White was still there, so you still have her with you. You don't worry about your javelins; you have them all still.
Yay!
And the only other thing that we didn't really cover was that Erevan found a magical necklace. Not Erevan, sorry.
Erevan. Miro.
Hey, I was reading Discord. I had Discord tabbed open, and I looked and I saw Erevan. That's all I was doing. Miro got a magical necklace from the creepy lady in the dream, and still has that necklace. You don't know what it does, and you can certainly wear it if you'd like to. But in order to know what it does, you either have to cast a spell or spend a short rest to attune to it, or to investigate how to attune to it, what it does. But you have that, and it's definitely magical. You can tell that much.
I'm a little late to this because I was heating up food, but Jake, you're not edging me anything.
I was waiting for someone to say that, and I just kept talking, hoping that no one caught it. But yeah, I'm glad you came back with that one.
I had to wait until I finished heating up your dinner.
You're like, hold on, that one popped that in the back of my head.
Didn't have access to my push to talk.
You're like, damn it. But yeah, so there's not really a whole lot to remember. You have all your javelins. You guys are welcome to do a rest if you would like to, but that's up to you. As for where you're at in the game, you just put all of the objects into the brass bowl, and the room rattled and shook for a good 30 seconds. And about halfway through the rattling and shaking, you could hear and feel the stress of something trying to move, and it couldn't. And then suddenly you heard a loud snap and a crack, and then a boom, and then a couple seconds later, you heard a loud splash from beneath you, and then silence. And so now there's a staircase open, and something went crack, splash, boom beneath you. But if you'd like to rest, I don't know what your stats are at. and if you want to inspect the thing or cast any spells or do anything, I now pass the agency to you.
Well, I could use a little bit of some a bad idea.
Yeah, you are a little low.
My volume down.
Ooh. No, HP. Miro's super low too. Miro has 9 health left. You guys took damage
I'm
that fight.
aware.
I'm at 28, but that's not conducive to living if I'm about to go up against a big bad end guy.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna take a 1 hour rest. Does this room seem safe enough for us to do that?
Yes, you haven't. I don't think you've taken a rest yet, but you've pretty much completely explored these rooms, and there was nothing other than the room with all the hands that seems like it would be a danger. So yes, you believe you could safely rest in here.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna
I
start
say
rolling.
we go to the
Downstairs.
bonfire room.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry for interrupting you.
Oh, works for me. Oops, I moved Miro. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I accidentally moved you.
Because the colors. So we're gonna walk
Yep.
back to the bonfire room, and we're going to take a short rest for 1 hour to bandage our wounds and rest up. So I'm going to roll hit dice until I'm pretty much maxed out, and then I'll tell you what I used. Oh, does
let's do
Same
that.
here.
Let's do that in order, just so everyone can be clear on what everyone's doing.
Okay.
You go ahead and go first, since it sounds like you're ready, and
does-
tell me your
does
result.
does Betty White get any hit dice?
I don't think Betty White's taken damage.
A little bit. She's at 38 hit points out of 45.
Then yes, I will take care of that. What do you want her to heal for?
Full hit points.
She has 68. So you want her to use D8
Yep.
until she heals.
Yes.
How much HP is she at? I guess I can write it down.
38. Yep, I put everything on my sheet. 38,
What's her max HP?
45. So she's down 7. I think she only got hit once.
Okay, so I'll roll that while you roll yours, and just let me know the total results of each of your hit dice.
Mine would be 16
And how many hit dice
From-
did you roll?
for hit dice.
Oh, okay. So you rolled 4 hit dice. Oh, Toddy, before you do that, Toddy is a bard, and you get to add a D8 to your, sorry, it's just, wait.
Song of Rest.
Yeah, I forgot.
So it's only once, it's not 1 per hit die, but
Okay.
I believe it's a D8.
For short rest.
Let me add a
Yeah,
D8. then.
I have it as
I
D6.
forgot about that because I haven't actively played a main bard in a little while.
Yeah.
Okay. Total
So-
would be 21 then.
It is D6, but 21 is fine.
It is D6, my bad.
It is a D6 fine, but 21. Okay, so you spent 4 hit dice. You still spent 4 hit dice, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and you healed 21, which is actually perfect. That gives you a nice round number. So you're at 30 HP.
Nice.
Yeah, sorcerer's hit dice aren't very big. Were you including your Constitution modifier, or is that
Yes.
just your dice? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, and Shem, I haven't done Betty's yet, but what was yours? Hit dice spent and HP recovered?
Okay, so I rolled 2 hit dice, which are D10s, and then a D6 for Song of Rest, because I'm not a cheater. But also I got a 5 anyway, so that's pretty sweet. So I healed for a total of 12, which puts me at 56, which is 1 below my max of 57, which is my base 52 plus the 5 from aid. And I'm going to use Lay on Hands to heal myself for 1 hit point. So now I'm at max, even though that's actually bad because I'm not going to get another short rest, so I should just do a waste of hit dice, but instead I'm using 1. So I now have 19 Lay on Hands hit points left.
You got another short rest. You don't know.
Could.
Everything except for Betty and Toddy / Zach, if you have rolled or would like to roll your hit dice, you can. And I don't know if Song of Rest applies to you, but let's say it does. Oh yeah, you or any friendly creatures. Cool. And you also regain your bardic inspiration.
Okay, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, go for it.
I used 4 hit die, and I recovered.
If that tooth falls out before the other one, man, you're seriously.
I'm at 44 HP.
Okay.
I was really impressed with my first roll. Then I realized I used a D20.
And you did
I
have
had
the
to
D6
reroll
for Song of Rest, right?
Yeah, I rolled a
Okay.
couple ones in there. It
Okay.
was painful.
Yeah, there's feats that let you roll your minimum hit dice recovered is like your average or something. So those feats can be. Yeah, you're good. Like Nick said, you probably aren't gonna end up using.
Yeah,
all
I
of
was
your hit dice
impressed. I
anyway.
was like, man, I did it all with 1 hit die.
Let's see what Betty White rolls. What did I say? D8, 68 plus 3.
She rolled her in her grave that we're using this name.
So she got a
Actually, no,
5.
she'd laugh.
She got a 5. She's at 43 and 45. Would you like her to spend another one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, might as well.
She's not even gonna roll it, then that puts her at max.
I mean, technically, Hurt's gonna break, and I'm gonna have to recharm her. Like, she's not really my friend. She's a dead body animated by evil spirits that I am currently commanding through my command of evil powers. So it's not really that horrible if I don't keep her. But she's been with me for a while. She's my golden girl.
For some reason, I have lay on hands as recovering on a short rest, but I think I just copied and pasted and never did it because it's a long rest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a long rest.
Oh, cool thing to note. Lay on hands has no effect on undeads and constructs. So I plan on lay handsing Betty White.
Well, at least not that type of lay hand.
Don't you lay a hand on Betty White.
Okay, so yes, everyone is healed and recovered. No one's a warlock. No one gets any spell slots back. Spell slots are all what they are. You have finished recovering. Everyone is pretty much as strong as they can be, unless you wanted to cast spells to heal or buff. Did anyone have any active spells that are ongoing that they remember? I don't think so.
I don't.
Okay, so you are all freshly recovered and rested. You spend an hour resting, and during the rest, everyone make a perception check.
Okay.
$13.
18.
7.
Okay, so while you're resting, Miro, you notice that over the course of the rest, so like not like right in the middle of the rest or anything like that, more like towards the end of the rest, you're starting to put 2 and 2 together. You've noticed that the flagstones that make up the walls and the floor of this room have begun to kind of seep a black sappy ooze
Ooh.
very slowly. Like it looks like it's like just kind of beginning to ooze out, but it wasn't there when you started the rest, and now it's there, and you've like kind of kept your eye on one spot, and you can't see it moving out. But like when you look around, it's out like.
Why did it have to be madcap?
Yeah, it's like the cracks between the bricks are leaking some kind of oozy fluid. But you look around and you see that it's really only in your immediate vicinity. So like the room over and the wall on the other side of the room, none of those are really doing it. It's just kind of in a kind of a circle around where you guys are clustered. But nothing's happened, so that's just something you observe. And you're all rested up.
Whoa. You guys. Don't you see that? Please tell me I'm not the only one who sees the black, gross looking goose on the wall.
Yea, my eyes
Alright,
beholdeth,
I wake
and yet
up
notice
and-
nothing.
Just wondering
You
if I
don't-
woke up in McGee's bedroom.
You don't see it?
The walls, not the stocks.
We both immediately respond with something entirely unhelpful. Black ooze, saith thou, showeth it to me, pointeth me toward it.
I point in many different spots where the ooze is seeping through, especially, and I flail my arms around afterwards, going, "See? Don't you see it? Are you blind?"
Yes.
Pretty much. Okay,
All this
I
weird brownish stuff in my eye.
I direct my eyes towards the various places that Miro was pointing. Can I see the black stuff?
You see it. Make an investigation check if you're trying to identify
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So I want to check it out, and I'm not touching it right away, but I'm not afraid to touch it if that's what's needed. Okay, investigation.
based on your roll.
That's going to be a +0 because my intelligence is low because I'm God. And I rolled a 19, so that's going to be a 19.
Okay, so based on your initial visual investigation, you don't really see anything special about it, but you can't think of anything that it could be that would really be a danger to you by poking it, as long as you poke it with something that you don't really have much attachment to. So if you would like to poke it, I can give you more information, but upon a visual inspection, that's all you know, is that it looks like it's probably fine to poke.
I take one of my javelins and I jab the black ooze with it. If it's demon ichor, I'm going to wipe it all over me so I get the flesh warping. And if it's not, then just forget I said that. I poke it with the metal tip.
Okay, so you poke the tip of this ichor, and the tip sinks into it like as if you were stabbing a brick of tar. But as you pull the tip back out of it, the tip of the spear has melted off. You have -1 javelins.
Aww.
You have a broken javelin.
Okay, I'm gonna see if it does the same thing to the wood.
Yes, you do the same thing. You poke it, and you kind of feel as you're pushing it into it that it's kind of dissolving the wood very slowly as you push it into it, and it just kind of smokes from the spot where you're pushing it. And when you pull it away, the blackness is still there with just maybe a little indent in it, and the tip of the spear is just completely singed off.
Okay, can I try either a nature or religion sort of a check to see if I can figure out what this is? Based on my interactions?
What you've discovered, you can make a nature check if you'd like to try and determine what it is.
Okay, +0, but I rolled an...
If they would like to make a check, they can.
Awesome, rolled an 18.
18? Okay. Well, that'll be enough even if someone else doesn't roll. You do think, although it doesn't look like anything particular, this is the same sort of effect that an ooze creature would have when your weapons strike it.
Ooh.
But it doesn't look like it's an ooze creature because it's just like various little bits of ooze, and ooze creatures don't really behave like that, but it looks like the same material that one of them would be made of. Just a icky, acidic goop sludge.
Okay. I say, after inspection, this appears to be some sort of toxic ooze, possibly related to a sludge monster. I think that it would be wise if we would not tarry much longer in this room. If you are all healed up, I think we should proceed on down into the murky depths or whatever. And I say that, or whatever.
Okay. Well, you're probably right then. Let's just keep going.
Oh, hold on just a moment. Let me finish this. And I kneel down on one knee and I make the sign of the cross, and I say a prayer for my celestial mount, Aurochs. Wait, what was his name? He had a name, right? What was his name?
Aleph.
Aleph, yeah. And I say a prayer for Aleph, and I say, I swear upon my own name that my next long rest I shall take my find steed spell and call you back. And then, in my mind, I hear a far-off bull lowing. And then I stand up, and I wipe a tear from my eye, and I hoist my glaive and say, Onward, my angels! Destroyeth evil! And then I say, hey, what's all this black shit everywhere?
Oh, now you.
Oh, I thought that was Jake. I thought that was Jake, and he was about to tell us that 15 black oozes attack us or something.
No, but yeah, you know that Aleph is not gone. He was just a spiritual creature who was called to your side, and when his corporeal form was destroyed, his spirit lives on, and he can certainly come back to your side once you call him. So that was his job. His job is to protect you and to be your shield, and when you need him. So nothing got lost. It's not like a character died or anything. He'll be back. I mean, if you long rest, he probably won't be back this game, but just in general.
Yeah. Still sad. Don't get to see him for a while.
Yeah. But yep. Okay. So you're all rested up, and you said you probably want to get a move on. You think that's probably a wise idea.
Oh wow, I can draw. Wait, so I could draw this whole time? I'm just realizing.
So I tested it. You can draw, and you can.
Do you guys see this too?
And you can change. I don't see what you're drawing.
I see a whole bunch. Yes.
Oh.
Sorry, I was making food for Amanda. I'm not responding for a lengthy period of time. Just assume I agree with y'all.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh no! I did erase all. Oh shit! Oh no!
So anyone can draw. Apparently anyone can erase too.
Erase everything.
It doesn't. Yeah. So there's an undo button.
Wow.
Apparently it doesn't work for drawing. Can you do that?
Let me try.
End button arrow.
Woo. Okay. Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Well, that's good to know.
That was a hilarious
that's what I was about to
sequence.
say is, anyone can change the map, but you don't have access to the maps that I have uploaded. So you couldn't change it to a future map and then go, haha. Also, whoever changes the map becomes the DM for that map. So if you change the map to something, I don't have fog control over it. But you guys can't remove the fog. You can try it right now if you want to. You can go to fog and try and hide or do whatever. It should be grayed out. It shouldn't even let you click it. But if you're the one who loads the map, so that's kind of weird that you can just delete any drawings as a player. But
It was pretty scary when I hit erase all and then everything disappeared, and I was like, I
mean, pretty much you guys are done with this level, so all the stuff that's drawing is just as I described the rooms. But yeah, so you go back into the last room you guys were in with the ritual bowl, and you see the staircase is still looming in front of you. And actually, conveniently, the staircase itself, so I kind of just drew it haphazardly. The staircase itself, which I'll mark in green, continues down this way and then kind of disappears below here. So you can tell that it's a spiral staircase spiraling downward, but it doesn't.
That's my life.
It doesn't. It doesn't circle the entire room. Eventually, it's covered and then continues.
okay, so I think I should go
Go down
first.
here first, guys. Oh.
Do you want to lead, Miro? What do you guys think? Where should I be?
No, you can take the front because I am better in the back anyways.
I'll take
Better
the
throwing
rear.
spells. Yeah. Usual party formation. Woo!
Yeah, we definitely do have a typical party formation, don't we?
Where do you want Betty
Where do you
White?
want Betty White.
Do you want her up with me so I can send her in first, or do you want me to hold her back so she can help guard you guys?
It'd be funny
Take the
if it
front.
didn't. be funny if you couldn't summon your Oryx because he's dead in an alternate dimension now, and he's on a
Aww.
high enough level to do that. And so he's like laying there dead, like, God? God? Hello, where are you?
Sorry, I don't have
Why have you
control.
forsaken me? Yeah,
Why am
you're
I
not the
in
first.
Oh, and then I wept.
So it's Shem, and then Betty behind him, and then Miro, and then Toddy. Does that look good?
That's good.
Yes.
I'm God. Forsaking people is kind of what I do.
So you make your way down the staircase carefully and cautiously, looking out for traps or anything of danger, or any creatures that might be lurking. And
No, I don't. I'm reckless. I'm just kidding.
I mean, however you do it. You continue walking, and you slowly disappear into the darkness. Do you continue walking as it continues getting darker? You have dark vision. You can see it. Does everyone have dark vision? Is there anyone who doesn't?
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Oh, I don't think I wrote dark. Oh, no, it's under vision somewhere, I think. It's not on your abilities. You're all elves. Like, yeah, half elf.
I'm a satyr.
I don't know if do satyrs have dark vision.
Satyrs have night.
I'll look it up.
Checking. I never wrote it down, but I'm checking.
Me too.
The loading. No. No dark
Oh
vision.
no.
So,
Blind.
Ew, what will I ever do?
So, do you have light yourself?
Oh, I don't. Do
I
you
think
guys have
Shem
light?
does. Shem doesn't have. Oh, does anyone have light? Oh, Toddy. Toddy.
I am the light and the
Toddy.
truth. I am the truth and the light.
Oh, Tati, I cannot see. Please shine your magic light so I can
Oh,
see.
the first one was free, but now you gotta pay. All right,
What?
okay. I would like to. Wait. How did we do it last time? Didn't I put the magic light on a pebble and your something or other carried around?
Yeah,
I
I
Okay, so I pick up a pebble and I toss it towards you, and as I toss it, I do the light spell, and it starts to glow and then pops into lightedness.
wait. Let me. Can I roll to see if I catch it or not? And if I
Yeah.
fail, let it hit me in the eye
Yeah,
and be
If you want to.
blinded. I'm doing that.
if you want to. I'm not gonna
Well,
enforce that, but you can.
I got a 19, so I catch it instead.
Good.
Haha, I'm so glad I did not get blinded by the light. I say
By the
that. I
light,
say that.
That's awesome. Okay, so you've got a pebble with light on it now. I'm sure you can find a way to affix it to your body so that it shines without needing to carry it in your hand.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have like something carry it around for you to fly ahead. Okay, well if that's the case, then do you have anything that you want me to put the light spell on, like the end of your staff or something? That's a no.
Miro.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. My mic was off, but no.
That's fine. It's not a big deal. You have light and it's cast on you, so
Yeah.
you're lit up. You could light any piece of your clothing or your weapon or your necklace or anything like that. So the pebble's fine. It doesn't matter.
I was.
You have- So from Miro, there is 20 feet of bright light, 20 feet of dim light, which those of you with dark vision can see as bright light. And then further than that, Miro can't see at all, and everyone else can see dim light. And the only thing that dim light does versus bright light is disadvantage on perception checks, and dark light is blindness. So Shem can still see 60 feet ahead, and Miro can see just well enough to follow the party. So as you descend further into the darkness, the air coming up and rising from the staircase is musty and damp and smells like Biggie's bedroom, etc.
You.
It smells wet, and it smells like it's been aged and trapped for a long time. And after a few revolutions, you've gone down maybe 100 feet, like a couple of cycles of these stairs. The inner wall, which was kind of a pillar that was supporting this main thing, just completely stops and gives way to open air, revealing the spiral staircase that you're on, continuing to circle far into the gloom below you, but now with a giant opening in the center. And as you continue walking, the now open chamber, your feet make heavy echoes through the air that reverberate across the large open chamber. And you travel down for maybe another minute after it opens up, and the air feels cooler and damper the further down you go, and the steps are beginning to feel slippery with a fine layer of some kind of a moss or fungus of some kind. And then 60 feet ahead of you, where you can see, you notice that the staircase abruptly stops, and a large section of the stairs are missing. And so you see that 60 feet away that there's a break in the staircase, but you can't see further than that. So if you'd like to approach that further, you can. But that is the first thing you see that's different.
Let's approach it. Go up to it.
Shem?
I say sure, but I'm not Shem. I just happened to hit the button as you said that.
Wait, why me? Why am I deciding? Just because I'm God?
Because you're in front?
Oh, because I'm the leader. Okay.
You're the one who's leading.
Okay, sorry. So, what do I see? A door? Can you remind me what I see at the end of this? What does God see at the end of the staircase?
You walk down the staircase and ignore all of my thematic, dramatic, whatever you call it, atmospheric description. Staircase continues down, and staircase is broken 60 feet ahead of you, where the end of your dark vision reaches.
Ah, got it. No, sorry, I was paying.
All you see is that the staircase is broken.
I was paying attention, but then the discussion about what pebble the light spell was going to be used on was kind of dragging on, and so I drifted slightly. I didn't.
Like
How many another candies have you had already?
Candy.
0, but oh man, I could go for some pastries right about now. Ooh, piece of pastry.
Yeah, I was thinking about rolling some of the
So
last
the staircase
of mine.
is broken ahead, and the rest of the chamber is giant, open wide. It's about the same size as the room you were in. The staircases continue following along the wall, so you can't see to the other side, but you can assume the stairs are still there.
But you said the stairs are broken, and it's a 60-foot minimum gap because I can't see it on the other side, right?
You are 60 feet from where the break begins, which is where I'm telling you that you see the break.
Oh, sorry.
If
Okay.
you continue walking up to where the break is, then you can see how far it is. But
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Right now, all you see is that your dark vision ends. And
Yeah, let's keep walking.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep walking carefully, and I'm kind of feeling along the wall and checking the stairs to make sure that they're not like crumbling or anything.
The stairs down here, like I said, they're kind of slippery with moss. They do feel maybe a little bit more porous or worn down, but they don't feel like they're not like crumbling off or anything like that. After walking about another 20 or 30 feet, your dark vision is able to get a glimpse off in the distance as you're looking down where the staircase should be, and you see about 20 feet below the stairs do continue, but there is about a 20-foot gap horizontally, and they're probably about 10 feet below where you are.
Okay, let me see. So, jumping. I think it's like.
And you are still 40 feet away from the edge. You're only that was what you saw after walking 20 feet more forward, but you're still 40 feet from the edge.
Okay, so. Oh, well, I guess I don't need to walk up to the edge yet, but I'm gonna tell the group, I'm gonna say, hey guys, looks like there's about a 20-foot gap in the stairs ahead. Now, I can make that jump if I make a running jump, but I don't think you guys can. You get...
Oh, I certainly can. Why, I'm a satyr. I can leap.
Oh, great!
I'm a bard. I can probably do everything.
So I can jump...
I actually can leap.
I can jump 19
extra.
feet. Well, that's stupid. I
Like,
can...
How far is the gap?
20 feet.
I would like to walk up to the end of the gap and, wait, hold on a second. Can I use bonus actions outside of combat?
Yeah.
I would like to walk up to the edge and then start to teeter off the forward over the edge, like, whoa, whoa, and then face step across.
All right. As you walk over and go to do this, like, you're obviously like
Wait,
showboating.
slow down a second, because, I mean, if I was nice, I would just face step everyone, but, you know. So now I point that out after I walk up.
No.
Anyways, let's get
Your face step is only once per short rest. You can teleport
I didn't
another
realize
creature.
that. My bad.
Yeah, you can teleport another creature, but it's you or someone else. So you can't even do you and someone else. So really, if you're going to use that, it's you that needs to use it.
Yeah, okay, so I walk up and I thematically, you know, start to go over the edge, waving my arms wildly, and then pop.
So you are walking up, and you do that. But as
Doo-doo.
you approach the edge closer, you do have dark vision. You have dark vision as well. So I will give you this information before you decide to fully go through with that. You see, as you get closer and as you're traveling further down the stairs, about 60 feet below you now, you notice a shimmering surface, flat and still. It looks like there is some sort of a liquid 60 feet below you. So the stairs are 20 feet over and 10 feet down, and then they continue going down, but they go down into this liquid. You can't really tell what the liquid is, but you do see that. So you can safely teleport to the other stairs. They're not submerged, but they continue down into that.
So what's the point of going down this hallway then, if all it does is lead down into death?
Are you saying that
Ask
to...
your party that?
Are you saying that to me?
Yeah, okay, guys, so, like, the other side is the staircase that goes down into a very, very, unnerving-looking liquid. So, what's the plan? Are we going to go through with this?
Well, it seems like this is the only way down. If you'd like, I can cross the gap first. But I'm realizing that it seems like each of us has a way to get across. You with your racial abilities and me with my godly strength. But I don't see a way that Betty White could get across. So I think that we just have to have her jump down into the liquid. So my thought is that the three of us cross the stairs, and then we continue down carefully, and then we have her jump down into the pit, and, you know, I mean, because either that or we just leave her there anyway. So if she ends up getting snapped up by some giant monster, then at least we saved ourselves. But if not, maybe there's an entrance under the water or something. But we should definitely approach with caution, especially with that black ooze stuff that we saw earlier. What do you guys think?
Okay. Well, then I think I'm going to let somebody else go first, and then I turn around to walk back away, and then that's when I go, whoa, whoa, like I'm going over backwards, but of course I know that you have to be able to see where you're going. So as I start to go over the edge, I turn my head, look at the stairs, and poof, face that. Jake was like, ooh, he's going over backwards. Yes, he didn't read his spell.
No, rules. Okay, so yeah, you slip off the moss and make it look really dramatic and casual and accidental. And the last thing that your party sees is your long pink hair fluttering down below, straight into the water, and then with a poof, and some leaves float up in the air and then disappear, and they see you appear on the other end, standing at the top of the stairs which lead down into the liquid.
Hey Miro, you don't happen to have the spell jump, do you?
Let me check.
Or any sort of jump boosting magic? Because my only thing is that my jump distance is 19 feet. And that gap seems like, I don't know for sure, seems like it's about 12 inches farther than that.
You know, and so you can still consider the spells that you guys have if you want to be for sure, but you know
I have fly, though.
You have fly?
Actually, Toddy used theirs.
Yes, but I don't... I think I'm really low on third level slots.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to burn that yet.
Should have been a bar.
You know that you are confident in your ability to jump exactly 19 feet. Further than that, you have definitely made those long of jumps before. It's just not guaranteed. And I would allow you to make an athletics check.
Yes.
With the DC based on the darkness, the slippery stone, the height difference, and all that. I would allow you to make a non-specific DC athletics check, not 20 or anything crazy like that. To attempt to get that extra foot, because if it's a long distance, when you're talking about a jump, I can only jump like 1.5 feet myself, so an extra foot to jump is a lot. 19 feet, but you know you've got the advantage of jumping down as well as forward. So with a moderate athletics check, you could safely make that jump. Wait, that.
So you mean you can actually jump?
About 1.5 feet.
Okay, because I've lost that ability over the years.
I actually haven't tested it in a while, so I couldn't say for sure. I based it on the last time I tried.
You can
gun
push.
In my head, they'd be like, jump 1 inch high, and I'd be like, well, here, let me help you pull the trigger.
You can push the earth with your feet, but you're gonna still be attached to it.
Actually, let's look at, since we're discussing like technical and minor closenesses, mirthful leaps. You can roll a d8 and add the number to the number of feet you cover.
Yeah.
So actually, the furthest Miro can jump, even when rolling an 8 on the d8, which is be a 1 in 8 chance. The furthest you can jump is 16 feet, and this is 20 feet. So you would also have to make a check. You're not trained in athletics or acrobatics. So yes, you are a great jumper, and the fact that you can jump means you can attempt the jump. If you had a higher strength score, you could definitely make the jump, but you only have a chance to make the jump. But if you roll high on your mirthful leaps and you make a decent athletics check, you also will succeed on the jump, regardless of your low strength score.
Screw it, let's do it.
All right, okay. Screw it, let's do it. Okay, God goes first. Or in this case, second. Okay.
I'm about to wind up the only alive member of the party, stuck over there.
Yeah.
Like, now I can't get back.
Yeah, you better hurry up and find the way forward, because...
shouldn't have gone first.
I gotta roll, so... I'm gonna go ahead and jump first, because why not?
Yeah, because I'm still... Okay. Yeah, I'm still arguing.
Roll your d8 first.
Yes.
Yeah, roll your d8 first, because your d8 should determine the DC of the d20, right? Because if she gets an 8,
yeah,
then you just need to get a couple more feet. But if they only get like a 1 or 2, you gotta get a good DC.
6.
Well,
6 is pretty good. That will allow you to make. You didn't say 6, right?
Yes, and my d20 is 13.
13 minus 1. 12.
Oh, 12.
And you rolled a 6, so you safely cover 16 feet. And then the question is a 12 enough that you can jump safely the additional 4 feet? And let's say what happens is you successfully make it, and you grab on just barely. Your hoof clacks against the edge and slips on some moss, but you're able to reach your arms up quickly and grab it, so you're now hanging by your arms. And
I was going to say, can I reach out and grab her as she's cutting it close in the jump? Can I just reach out and grab her arm to give her that extra foot?
The only one there currently unless you want to wait for Hashem to jump across, the only one there to help you up is Toddy, and you look up and you see her frail elf arms bending down, offering you assistance. So you can choose to accept the help, and then you can both make a strength check to see if you're able to pull yourself up, or you do have that sorcerer thing where you can cast a spell and move 10 feet through the air. So if you would like to spend a spell slot to cast any spell and then fly,
will offer.
You can.
Do the help instead because.
All right. No, that's fair. I was just giving you options of what you have. So
this could be a very, very good decision, or a very, very not. Yeah.
So Toddy,
I meant to try
13.
to grab her arm as she flew through the air, but
Okay.
Catch her type thing. But yeah, I'll try to grab her.
So Miro successfully holds onto the edge and pulls himself up just enough so that Toddy can get over and reach.
I'd help you if you let me go first, but no, you wanted to go ahead of God. You see, this is why you should follow my leadership. God only helps those who help themselves.
All right, hold on.
What'd you get?
Oh, the fun times are coming.
What do I have to do to cast a spell? What do I have to do to cast a spell with my fuck Lutely and Bandor?
Play it.
I would like to very quickly, as I know I am
What'd you
not
roll?
going to pull her up. I rolled a 2. And I have a -1 to strength. So I would like to very quickly go, grab my Bandor and bang on it and cast Levitate on her.
Okay. So you reach down, you try to grab him, and
I apologize. I forgot.
Yeah, so you grab. We're all playing different gender characters, questionably anyway. So, you reach
Not
down
me.
and try to grab
I'm one
him.
gender, the God gender.
The God gender. You grab his arms and you start to wrench him up, and he lets go of his grip as you pull him up, and then your hands go, and you lose your grip, and he slides down but grabs on, so he's still holding on to the edge. So you pull out your Bandor real quickly, you're like, oh shit, but he's still holding on there, struggling. So you can try again, you can wait for Shem to jump. Miro can try to pull himself up if he wants. The 13 wasn't enough to pull yourself up all the way, or the 12. Or if you do still want to go ahead and gut reaction, you can cast left.
Since when has my character not been a gut reaction character? And oftentimes pick the wrong thing to do, but come so close to the right thing. No, I would like to continue to have, been useful, but I do want to stress that when I grab and start to pull and I realize I'm not going to do it, I very dramatically go, I don't want to damage these bardic hands. I must be able to play my strings. And I start banging on the Bandor, on the Bandor, roughly, and cast Levitate. I would like to.
Oh boy.
Okay, so yeah, you go ahead and reach down and cast Levitate. I think that requires a saving throw, but I'm assuming you are willing, Miro. Right?
I'm sorry. Repeat yourself, please.
Oh, so Levitate requires a saving throw to cast it against a creature, but I think it allows you to do it if the creature is willing. Are you willing to be levitated?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're. I would accept it.
You gotta get consent, okay? Consent's important. So,
yeah, it says an unwilling creature has to succeed a saving throw.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually, I looked it up. I was just gonna rule it that way anyway, but it does specifically say unwilling only. So yeah, Miro, you begin to feel the strain on your arms lift as your body feels weightless and you float in the air. You can move yourself by pushing against an object, or Toddy can choose to move you, but
I might be able to pull her up now. Might be able to. What's going to be funny is when God is out of save and God does.
So you can make it look like you're like, oh, let me try again. You reach down and grab him, and then you use Levitate to push him up, and you're like, oof, that was tough. Or
yes, I do that. Also, can you check off Levitate on my sheet?
Oh yeah, I think I did.
I must be like.
Oh, you're good. I was going to, but I didn't. I was waiting for you to answer, and then I switched over to another.
Sorry.
tab.
Yeah,
You're
no, I want to do it that way because I'm an asshole.
Okay, so Toddy grabs you up, Miro, and you slip from her grasp, and then she bangs on her band door and says, "Let me try again," and you feel your body become weightless, and she pulls you up, and it doesn't feel like she's pulling you more than your body is just rising itself, and you rise up 5 feet into the air, and then float over over the stairs, and
I dramatically hold on with like one pinky and yawn and cover my mouth with the other hand.
So once you have him over the stairs, do you break concentration on levitate?
There's a lot.
Yes, I concentration on levitate, as if it wasn't going to be obvious what happened and what I was doing, but you know.
I wasn't
face.
sure. I wasn't sure exactly how you were going to use it. So
Yep. Nope. That's it. I
okay.
break levitate now.
So the levitation is broken, and you float gently to the ground and land on your feet. And Betty White looks at Hashem and just shakes her head.
I kind of sit on the stone tile for a second and like stare at my hooves and go, just ugh.
Hey, you almost made it. You wouldn't have even had a chance to make it if you weren't a satyr. You would have had to waste a spell slot and fly.
Satyr ain't so whoa. And we just got removed from you too.
Okay, and Hashem and Betty White, you are the last ones remaining, so how would you like to proceed?
Alright, so Hashem spits on his gauntlets and rubs his hands together and says, "Let me show you how God does a jump. Because if there's one thing that's great at making huge leaps, it's Judeo-Christianity."
Oh my.
I was planning on that during your turn, during that whole levitate scene. That's my cool action hero line. And I make a running jump on the stairs, and I leap through the air like in the end of the Fellowship of the Ring, after the dwarf toss. I guess probably was like Aragorn or something. And it looks epic. And I'm rolling a d20. Athletics, +7. I'm trained in it. Which is good, because holy crap, I rolled a 9. But 9 + 7 is a much higher number.
Are you playing Betty White?
Betty White's alone. I think you're going to have her jump.
Yeah, I don't think I can fling.
I missed part of this, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah,
I don't think...
Throwing, unless you're like throwing a tiny or a small creature, that's not realistically going to happen. Jumping is almost always going to be better.
Yeah, that's...
Cross mirthfully, and you land on the other edge, and you slip a little bit on the moss that's coating the steps on the other edge, but you're able to keep your posture, and you skid to a stop at the top of the stairs next to your party members.
Alright, ta-da, my hands outward in a T-pose.
Yeah, ta-da. Betty White is now left at the top of the stairs. And as you now are all closer to the liquid, you see it has like a film on the top of it. But it does look like some kind of murky liquid. It doesn't look like the ooze that you guys saw, but it does look like it's kind of cloudy and hard to see through.
Okay, so continuing with my plan, I say, "Hey, Betty, seems like it'd be a great day for a swim. How about a swan dive for me and my party?" And, do you want to describe what Betty White does in reaction to my request?
Betty White, not in total obeyance, because you have her completely controlled, and she steps over to the edge and leaps in the air and cannonballs straight down. White doesn't know what a swan dive is.
I said swan dive! God, terrible! Absolutely terrible.
It walks up to it and goes, it kind of sticks its arm sort of like at a weird angle and just kind of falls forward flat.
Basically that, yeah.
I was really hoping...
It's not a cannonball, it's just a kind of a questionable...
Stumble. Yeah. I don't know what I expected.
Like, imagine if you asked Boogie to make a swan dive.
I did, and he wouldn't do it.
Into our 5-foot pool.
Yeah. I said, yeah, he didn't like any of my ideas. I said, James, set up a metal folding chair in the rocks, like unsteadily in the rocks, and then stand on the chair and then try to jump off into the pool before I kick the chair out from under you. Wouldn't do that. I said, float on your I said, float on your stomach and let me try to sink you with this bowling ball. And he wouldn't do that. And then I said, have Joey sit on your shoulders and hold you underwater, and we try to see how if we can hold you underwater until you start to drown. And he said, okay. And he won that game, so he only played that one because he knew he could win, so whatever.
He'll only play the ones he knows he can win.
Which is actually a sign of intelligence.
He's not going to agree to something he knows is dangerous. Only something he knows is probably not dangerous.
If I lose, I die. But if I win, but I'm probably going to win anyway, so. But the bowling ball one, he knew there was pretty good odds he's taking a bowling ball to the spine.
It would just mash his back. You know, the water. Take James lay on the ground and let me drop a bowling ball at your spine. What's water gonna do?
No, but it's not. If you're not in the pool, it's not a battleship. James are gonna play I said. He goes, oh hey, I got some pool toys that we can play with, and I'm like, me and Joey are like, oh okay, cool. Go get them. And he comes out with a metal folding chair and a bowling ball. So I'm trying to come up with games that we can play with those. And he didn't like any of our games.
That is such a trailer park like swimming pool toys.
So it was an in-ground swimming pool, his parents, and since he wouldn't play any of those games, we played another game. It's called Joey takes the bowling ball and throws it into the pool as hard as he could, and then when the bowling ball hits the bottom of the pool, there's this loud echoing crack, 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 crack. And we kept doing that until James realized it wasn't the bowling ball that was cracking, it's the bottom of their in-ground swimming pool. So he told us that we had to stop doing it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Concrete is probably fine.
Jamie, why is there water going up so much? There's a water hose in the pool. All the surrounding vegetation is starting to grow really well. And you sink when you step into the yard.
Oh, and it gets under the foundation, and
the image in my
their whole house.
Their house starts floating on the water. James,
that's not immediate. That stuff takes like years to slowly erode. They're having foundation problems to this day, and it's all because of that 30 years ago.
I don't know why our house particularly has all these foundation problems.
Going back to my room.
I wonder if he got that bowling ball at Leslie's pool store.
Oh yeah, pool.
Excuse me. Where are your bowling balls? Oh, what? Sir, this is a pool store. I know. I'm looking for pool toys. Where's your bowling balls?
So this one's called the Foundation Wrecker. That sounds like fun. Okay, that laugh was great.
I think you broke him.
Bro? Oh, he's freaking dying over there. I can hear him across the house.
A company makes a bowling ball specifically called the Foundation Wrecker for all the rednecks out there who think that's a great idea.
You know,
They market it. They put videos on YouTube.
Black, the color black, 16-pound bowling balls are a thing in the past. We have a new color bigger than black.
No, it's like, you know,
4 holes.
The other guys' pool toys float on the surface like wusses, but only our pool toys sink to the bottom like real patriot Americans. Listen to that crack echo through your neighborhood.
1 granule of neutron star material guaranteed in the middle of everything.
So yeah, basically that she Betty White leans forward and falls like a bowling ball. Murky liquid.
Not cannonball, bowling ball.
Like a bowling ball.
Came in like a bowling bowling ball. James Foundation, I wrecked it all.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
Why won't he be my friend anymore?
I don't know. We're so much fun. From my perspective.
It's all about perspective. So, James, you should try living a day in our shoes and just realize how funny it is.
Exactly.
Just look at it from our point of view, okay?
Look at it from our point of view.
Sploosh! Those of you who are standing near towards the edge of the staircase are splashed in the face by little bits of gunky moss and liquid, and you look down and see Betty White floating there on the surface of this questionable liquid, and the little bits of liquid that have touched your skin don't feel like they're doing anything particular to it. And a few moments later, Betty White is not being eaten by a sea kraken or anything like that.
Oh, good. Wait, so you're telling me the mystery liquid is possibly okay? Scary.
It seems to be.
Well,
Thank you for testing the waters,
that
Betty.
was a nice 20 minutes ago. Yes, thank you, Betty.
So I guess I'm going to go... So down here... So I want to go the stairs, take them all the way down to where they reach the water. And I want to look around and see if it looks like there's any other option other than going down into the water. And technically I could part these waters. I am God, but I don't want to.
You look around the water-filled chamber, and you see a room as you focus your eyes and look beneath the surface. It looks like this chamber continues downward, but it's split somehow. You don't see any other ways out of this room other than back up the way you came or further down into the liquid.
Hello?
Oh, God damn it, I was on mute.
Yes, Mike. Yeah, same here.
Okay, so like Pharaoh going down into the Red Sea, I walk down the steps into the water wearing 120 pounds of armor.
Well, I'll follow along and kind of test the water with my hooves anxiously before stepping in.
Alright. The water, to those of you walking down into the water, it feels cool to the touch. Not particularly clean, but it's not immediately burning you or giving you any signs of any indication that it's dangerous. Nor is there anything that would give you any indication that it's dangerous.
Okay. Well, looks like we going for a swim.
Shem, you said you walked down in it like Moses or whatever? Are you
Yeah.
just like straight up going swimming?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm walking down the steps, and I'm gonna walk down until I'm floating, and then I guess I'm gonna take a deep breath and start swimming down under the water.
Okay. So you walk down, you walk down until you're floating, and you look under the water, and you can't quite see the bottom from where you're looking. It looks like your dark vision just barely cuts off, or at least you can't tell how far down it is where your dark vision cuts off.
What's the how does light work? Can you cast it on more than one object? Is it like concentration? I think it's concentration.
It's not concentration, but if you cast it on another object, it disappears.
Okay. So I'm gonna swim back up to the surface and and water sprays out of my mouth, and I'm like treading water, floating there, and I'm gonna look at Toddy. I wanted to say Zoe so bad, and I'm like, no, I insisted anything but Zoe. And I'm gonna suggest that she cast light on like a little stone or pebble or something, and toss it down to the water so that I can look down under the water and it can illuminate as it falls, and I can see what's down here. You can always recast it on Miro so he can get light back, but yeah, do you want to just like cast it on like a little rock or something?
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, sure. I'll cast it. Whatever.
Okay, cool.
Teddy?
Okay.
So-
the pebble sinks down into the water, or did you want her to hand it to you and you can play with it?
You can just toss it in the water, and when he tosses it into the water as it lights up, I'm going to go down underwater and open my eyes and see what I can see as it falls.
Okay. You do see it sink to the bottom, and it looks like it's just a couple of feet out of the range of your dark vision. So, like it's about 60 feet deep, the water in this chamber. And the rest of the chamber is pretty much nondescript. It looks like a big chamber from what you can see where you at. And can't see any further than it extends in the direction in the map, but you can only see 60 feet in any direction and 40 feet from the pebble.
Okay, sorry, you cut out like a little bit, probably because of my internet, but I think you said that there's like there's like a tunnel coming out of that I see in the wall, right? You revealed on the map a little bit, I think. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I burst back open to the surface and I say, "Hey guys, there's an underwater tunnel like in that one level of Super Mario 64. We'll have to hold our breaths, but swim over here and let's all kind of get together, and then we'll all take a deep breath and then go under, and I'll lead, and then just stay right behind me."
Hey, actually, I have a cloak of a manta ray! Oh, this is so convenient. In my pockets, I unfold a beautiful cloak that makes me look like my entire back is of a manta rays, and my little horns and head peeking out, and I wear the cloak pridefully and say, "I'll take the lead for this one." And we're doing a happy little dance.
Yeah, so actually, do you maybe want to swim out there and then come back? Like, do you just want to do
Yes.
a quick recon, since you can do that? So
Yes.
I'll swim right here, but before we all go through, you swim through. The only problem is you're dark blind, so you are going to have a light source with you. But, you can... I think Toddy's
Okay,
going to...
I think we can do my necklace, 'cause it's like a good point. The one that I got.
And Toddy said,
that-
"Let there light."
Grr.
You would have. Are you talking about casting light on the necklace or investigating the necklace?
Oh, yeah, you don't know what the
Right on
necklace...
necklace.
Wait,
guys-
didn't we, like...
Investigate.
We had a
To find out what it does.
Well, we had a short rest, so I think we forgot to
I
address
didn't
that.
bring it up during that. Yeah.
I got
That's
a better
like-
idea. Let's just make my cloak glow. We'll talk about the necklace later.
I want to know what the necklace does.
No, I haven't written down what we were-
Well, I mean, let's retcon that I investigated, because My
Yeah,
apologies.
yes.
Completely forgot.
No, I forgot to. That was one of the main reasons you guys were taking a rest, is to
Yes.
find out what that did. I just gotta find where I wrote it. It allows you to cast some kind of healing spell that heals your whole party. I just don't remember what the spell was or what specifically I said that it did. But it's basically a one-shot, once per day.
Oh wow. That's pretty
cool.
powerful.
I think it's a pretty high-level spell too. I just don't remember which one it is or where I wrote it. But yeah, so you cast light on your cloak. You can see 40 feet around yourself. So if were you blasting off before Miro discovered their cloak?
Yeah.
Nick
Wait, were you?
moved his token, so I'm assuming he.
Yeah, I was gonna just like float here, treading water with Betty White, and wait for you to go check it out and come back,
Oh.
and then follow you.
Your first half of your talking got like cut.
Oh, sorry, I'm floating here in the water, waiting for you to go explore it.
But you swam over there and looked to see what was beneath the surface. You swam towards the tunnel that you saw, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you swim over there and you see that there is a shut wooden door right in the inside of the tunnel.
Is it
Continue
underwater
down
or
what you will?
is the
Underwater. Yeah, everything you guys are at is underwater. Above, everything is 60 feet deep.
Oh wow, okay.
And you
All
are
right.
currently holding your breath.
Okay. Well, while I'm down here, I'll go ahead and try to open the door.
It's locked.
Okay, I splash back up to the surface. I go, Miro, you can take the lead down this tunnel, but there's actually a door and it's locked. So I can't remember. Can any of us pick locks, or do we need to try to like break this thing?
I'm sorry, I kind of.
Do we have any way to like pick a locked door or open a locked door, or should I just start trying to like smash it?
Hold on, let me look. I'm sorry, I missed a portion of what just happened in the last sentence.
No problem. There's an underwater locked door.
A log.
Shillelagh makes your weapon a magical weapon.
Oh, okay, never mind. I just didn't recognize it. I couldn't remember.
Do you have lock picks? Do we have anyone that can pick locks?
I don't think I have lock picks. I did with the path.
I don't think you have any. You don't have any Dex characters. Okay, never mind. You have 2 Dex characters, and neither one are proficient with lockpicks or have lockpicks.
Am I underwater too, or are we up here? I'm up here waiting.
You're up there waiting because you haven't moved yet.
Okay. Yeah. No. Sorry. I was taking care of it.
You haven't described what you do. So the last.
Okay. Well.
Feet under the water.
Well, I can just try to break it either through strength or with my weapon. It's just, I don't know, it might be harder because it's underwater, but I was just checking with you guys first.
I don't have any good solutions, so I'm all for trying to get.
Okay. 12 gigabyte update, 93%. I'm going to go ahead and hit pause, but I'm going to guess that was probably...
IO?
Yes, which I do not play, but I am logged into Steam, so, and there was an update, so it's updating.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's a dinosaur game. You run around an island as a dinosaur, doing dinosaur shit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. I've never played it. It's actually Will's game, but then they got... Well, it doesn't matter. It's on my account, and so... And Steam is just open just because it wants to be. So in the background, it's just sitting there downloading 12 gigabytes and not telling me. That's probably why I've been cutting out for the last 2 hours. Yeah, so I swim back up above the water, and I go, sorry guys, I tried my best, but I can't get this door to break. And since I'm probably getting kind of tired, I'm going to swim over and climb on the stairs and sit down for a minute. while we figure out. I tell Betty to take a stab at it. I ask her to like start hacking at the door while we try to figure out an idea.
Betty White kicks the door and it smashes and shatters into shards.
Nah, what?
Well, that was easy. Put
It looks
a giant
like
red Staples button on her.
it looks like the wood was heavily weathered from being soaked in water for so long, and it was effortlessly smashed to pieces.
Yeah, I guess I did roll a 1, so which was a 5.
You rolled a 1 and then didn't let me narrate anything. You just started continuing talking as you were getting out. So yeah.
Because a 1 is an auto fail. A 1 is an auto fail.
I would have said something like you kick it and it feels like it's made of sponge, but you kicked it really weakly because you weren't planning on breaking it or something. But yeah, it was super easy. It was like a 13 DC to break it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, no, I still didn't break it then. So yeah, it was natural 1. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I thought it would be harder underwater, but I guess that makes sense because wood doesn't really like getting soaked in water. So I go, Betty White, through the power and faith in me, the one true God, has broken this door. So swim. I swim back over, and I say,
actually, so the necklace, the necklace is not a healing item. It lets you cast Aura of Life, which is a 4th level spell. You have to concentrate on it, and it lasts up to 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, within a 30-foot radius, each ally has resistance to necrotic damage. Their hit point maximum can't be reduced, and a non-hostile living creature regains 1 hit point when it starts its turn in the aura with 0 hit points. So any downed allies are instantly brought up and have resistance to necrotic damage. So that's what it is. It's more like an amulet of resist evil rather than a heal. So it's actually a kind of cool effect.
oh, sweet. I'm sure we'll get used to that. Okay, so Miro, I ask him to go ahead and proceed in the tunnel, and see what they find and bring back. And they are in the bathroom right now. We can, whatever, and then narrate it when they get back or whatever you want to do. Or you can just
we'll wait till they get back.
Okay.
Hashem, make a perception check.
Okay. I love making checks.
Georgia, want to come with me?
Perception check.
It's just going to the Bourne Garage.
2
Yeah.
plus 6, so 8.
Okay.
Do. Just floating here, looking at nothing. God sees all except for the secret door.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What was the last thing that you saw?
Last thing I remember, was the underwater door.
Betty White
But
smashed it open. I tried, but I failed because I got a
good.
1.
Nick tried to kick the door open. Continued narrating instead of letting me describe the effects of his action.
Because I got a 1!
Ignored me, continued swimming up, and then his microphone started cutting out, and then he stopped downloading the aisle, and then he told Betty White to kick it down, and Betty White kicked it open. And so that's where we are. And then
Yeah,
I
it
think
turned
he
out
was trying to ask you to swim forward.
Yeah, it turned out the aisle has been downloading because there was an update this entire time in the background, so that's why everything's been like kind of cutting out for me. 12 gigabyte update. I guess I might as well play it.
Hey, man.
Since I just downloaded a 12 gigabyte update for it.
Yeah, you should play. It's fun.
Yeah.
But anyways, we should play together. Okay, back to actual game though.
Oh
I
yeah,
can try to.
yes. Swim on through to the other side.
Yes. Okay. First of all, just a little aesthetic when not so weird. Tati cast light on my manta ray cloak. It gave a little bioluminescence look to it instead of like actual light because I said so.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, let's Let's go.
Yeah, the cloak itself, when light magic is cast on it, instead of being a bright radiant light, it's kind of like a sparkly little firefly aura that is part of the cloak itself.
That's
Yes.
kind of cool.
Okay, now let's get through that door. Let's go.
All right. So how are you going into the water? Are you jumping? Are you walking down casually? You got a swim
Walking
speed
down.
of 60 feet, and you can breathe underwater.
I'm just gonna walk down and swim on over.
Okay. You walk down to the bottom of the staircase and swim straight towards the door. Make a perception check.
Alright. That's a 2.
Okay.
That's not very lovely.
All right. You see.
That's what I
you see
got.
what's in your immediate vicinity as you swim over to the shattered remains of the door, and you look down through the door hole, and you see fog cutting. You see a hallway that continues. That's not a fog cut. Why didn't that cut? Oh, I disabled fog cutting. Erase. I'm afraid to erase it. Cut. Shape. Cut. Nope.
Now it's even darker.
Is it actually getting darker?
Yeah, the little notch went away. Now it's back.
Okay. Enable fog. Okay, I was disabling fog cutting. Enable fog cutting. Snip. Okay. You see a hallway that continues on for about 15 feet and then stops, and you see that it splits at a T intersection and goes to the left and the right.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna here and then peek on both sides.
All right. So to the left, you see the tunnel ends abruptly and then continues down a short ways and enters into a room that is a small chamber with a staircase leading upwards. And I believe there's some other stuff in the room. Let me see what I could describe. It's about 20 feet in diameter, and there's a set of stairs spiraling around the outside wall leading upward. And that's all you see in that room.
Okay.
And I guess if you enter the T intersection, you can see down the rest of the hallway. But what you see down that hallway is another T intersection.
Oh. I'm gonna do my little peeking again on both sides.
All right. Let's see. Well, to the left, I can go ahead and... Oh, well, actually, to the right, to your right, so the map's left, your right as you're facing down the hallway, is another wooden door. And to your left is... where is that at? Upwards heading stairs that lead up towards the surface of the liquid. So you can see a little bit further there. And the stairs lead up, and you can see about that far in before they disappear out of sight upwards.
Okay.
And to the right's a door. Wooden door.
I'm not gonna go up the stairs just yet. I'm gonna explore everything that's underwater. So I think I'm gonna try to slash this door or something. Like beat it. Beat it open.
Just beat it.
All right. So it does have a handle. And
Oh,
do you try
okay.
the
I thought it
handle
was a
first?
handless door.
No, it's got a handle. If you're
Yes,
not there,
Y'all
of
are too
course.
young to get that
I
reference,
mean,
aren't you?
I didn't
obviously,
hear what you said.
Beat
I'm saying
it.
just beat it.
Oh no, yeah, I get that.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's a Back to the
But-
Future 2 reference.
obviously, if the door's locked, then I'll do the beating. But sorry, I thought it was like a door without a handle because of
That-
how it was drawn.
That'd be fair. I gave it a handle. Literally the only door I've ever given a handle, and you're like, oh, I guess it doesn't have a handle. You try the handle.
Oh, I thought that was a
it's
nipple.
What?
locked. Door's locked.
Oh well, now I can beat it open.
How are you proceeding to beat it? Just beat it.
Just beat it.
I
Okay,
can't play that sample because then the video will get the audio removed.
If we sing it well enough, I'm sure it'll get removed anyway.
yeah, that's a really big if.
I played a song on piano and uploaded it, and it gave me a copyright strike. And it was
They get really good. The AI.
it was uncopywritten classical music too. And I was like, okay, well, thanks for saying I sounded as good as a professional performer, but also fuck you. I played this, and it's open copyright.
I'm gonna like ram it with my horns. That's
Okay.
how I'm gonna do it.
So you begin to prepare to make a horn attack and bash the door open, but as soon as your horns touch the door, it feels like it's not even there, and the door just crumbles and disintegrates into
Oh!
nothing. You have like icky wood stuck in between your horns and stuff. You got like a 2-foot long board, but it's super lightweight and like it's like balsa wood, and it's stuck in between your horns.
I shake it off. I shake it off. I shake it up. Shake it up. Okay, I'm not trying to get you sued right now, but anyways, I'll swim through.
You bash through the door and peek into the room. In this room, you see there is some stuff. So to your right, I guess I should draw on the map. Zoom in, pen, draw, brush. Okay, so it's this,
What? Oh,
and this.
ooh.
And I don't know what this is, but I'll describe whatever it is in a second. Okay, now to describe it, there is a statue, a huge statue on a circle pedestal, 20 feet high, just brushing the ceiling of this room. Its claws reaching out to encircle the stone table in front of you, as though to ensnare anything on the altar. The altar itself is empty, and the statue is Baphomet, the same demon that you've seen throughout the rest of the area. The crosshatch thing is a big rusty cage littered with bones at the bottom of it. And make a perception check.
All right. That would be a 12. Man, my rolls are just not that good tonight.
You notice that the cage is looks like it's very rusted and would probably be easily broken open, although you don't see any reason why you would do that. There's just crumbling bones on the inside. And what's the thing in the bottom right? The thing in the bottom right is a disintegrating bookshelf filled with waterlogged books, which you probably can assume are probably useless and ruined.
I want to take a look at the bookshelf first. I just have like a little intuition, just a little feeling. Maybe it might be interesting. I'm, for the most part, just expecting books, but that I can't read because water. But I'm gonna investigate it anyway.
Yeah, make a history check
Got it.
as you read through the titles on the shelf, which are faded with time and
they-
water.
Okay, I was about to ask if they were visible anyways.
Some of them are, some of them aren't. Some of them are just untitled manuscripts that you can't really. They won't have a title in the back.
Six.
So you're fielding through the shelf, and you're trying to see if there's anything of value that might be left here, and your eyes stumble across one thing, and you snap back to it and read it, and you turn your head sideways to read the text on the spine, and it says, "The history and purpose of this temple, what it is here for, what the
What?
people here are doing, and what has happened to us since then." And it's on the third shelf, kind of in the middle of the shelf.
I mean, I know
Um,
I'm not in the room, but that seems suspiciously on the nose.
I talk to myself underwater so it's like muffled. Holy crap, lore book! And I swim over and grab it without
grab the book.
second thinking it because he would do that.
You grab the book and you pull it from the shelf, and as you hold it up and pull it, you look,
no.
and what you're holding in your hand is a finger-shaped chunk of book that you pulled out, and the rest of the book kind of crumbles and disintegrates and mixes
No!
with the water.
I'm like actually going like freaking out about it. The lore! No! The lore book!
Gone.
Ah!
Oh, if only someone had mending.
Oh no! I'll never be able to know the lore! Crying about the lore, I turn and check out the cage. Oops.
Oh, it's okay. Yours duplicates a lot for some reason.
I don't know why.
So
And
you
I like check on the bone litter and see if there's any sparklies.
make an investigation check.
Got it. The lore. Eight.
8. You don't see anything of value, but you can clearly see that everything's pretty much out in the open. There's not like any bags or cloth or anything that would be hiding anything. It's all out in the open. Your investigation check, you do notice that the bottom of the cage, it's like a solid iron bottom, but it's very rusted. You notice there are some strange markings. Maybe the rust is discolored in a certain pattern, but there's not any distinguishable shapes you can make out, even after, like, focusing your eyes and holding your cloak over so you can get the best, brightest light. You just can't quite tell if there's anything significant, but it looks like the bottom of the cage is not just solid rust. It looks like there's something different about it.
This entire room is sus.
Yeah, the giant devil statue. What's everyone else doing in the other room while that's happening?
Masturbating.
Okay.
No, it's not allowed. We have to be PG.
I swim a few feet away so that I don't get, Wait a minute.
I meant masticating. I was eating food.
All right.
Sorry.
Hashem.
Oh, sorry.
Hashem
Well,
Toddy's mastication.
I say, I'm getting kind of worried. They haven't come back in a while. We know that they didn't drown because they have that cloak of super breathing. So I'm actually worried that they made it through somewhere and then got captured or something like that. So I think that I'm gonna go ahead and swim in after them.
Well, I've decided I don't want to be friends with anybody in this group anymore, so I'm going to cast light on something else.
Oh god, imagine. I mean, you totally got that happens. That happens. You do that spontaneously. You cast it on a rock or something just to spite, and then you realize you're like, wait, I can't undo that. Like when you do something, like when you delete a file, and it's like, are you sure you want to do that? You can't undo it, and you do it, and you're like, wait, Control Z. Wait, Control Z.
Oh,
Yeah,
hit shift delete, not delete. Oh shit.
that happens. Miro, pitch black. We gotta mix it up. We gotta mix it up a little bit.
Okay, so Betty is
I
following
start
me.
Screaming. I start screeching at the top of my lungs, knowing that I won't drown or anything. So I'm doing that freely, screaming like a goat and swimming around frantically.
Like a goat. Perception check.
And then
Okay.
it's like the scene in an airplane. Just kidding, and I plug it back in.
Yeah, but then it doesn't.
13
It doesn't
perception.
work.
13. So you dip your head under the water to
I'm gonna play
see-
goat screams. I'm playing goat screams, but only my stream can hear it.
You,
Oh, God,
you
I
dip
can't
your
wait.
head under the water to see if you can see where Miro has gone, and as you're kind of looking your head around and squinting, you see to the south of this main room. You notice. Oops! No! No! Is that good? Okay. Okay. I almost revealed the whole thing. The danger.
That
Shape.
makes it less terrifying. Oh god.
You see a door to the south in this room. A hidden
Do-
door, which is made of stone and set into the wall, but it looks
can I
like
do
the
for you?
water has kind of worn away the crack where the secret was completely perfectly sealed, but the corners of the secret have kind of worn away, and you can see the edges of a secret door there. As
Do-
you
do
peek
I-
down,
Do I hear goat screaming?
no, not underwater.
No, we did not. Oh, not underwater. Wait, are we actually doing the light thing, or is that just
Yeah.
a joke?
No, we're doing it because it's fun.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Okay,
When
so
has my character ever not been spontaneous?
okay,
I know,
so,
but there are some things that I won't cross. There are some lines. I have an abject terror of enclosed spaces in the dark underwater. Okay, this is like literally the only thing that can make this phobia worse would be snakes. Oh shit.
I will not do that. Don't worry.
don't give the DM ideas.
Cult, maybe.
Okay, so
Cult, maybe.
So I was going to flip a coin because I'd have no idea which direction that he went, but since I did notice that there's a secret passage, that's what I'm going to check out.
You do notice the secret passage. If you do decide to go down this hallway, you see the shattered wood down there.
Ah, okay. So by the time I get
secret
Oh.
passage is over here.
oh. Well, wait, okay.
All of you focused straight on the door and failed your perception check, so you didn't notice it. But when you dipped your head underwater again to swim around and look, you just barely made the check to notice it.
Oh, sorry. Your fog cutting is imperfect, and so I thought it was.
I meant to use a color, and it
Thought it was
black,
here.
So, yeah, no.
That's what I thought too.
But it's here. Okay. So
Totally fair.
I'm gonna swim back here. So I don't go through the tunnel yet because I noticed this. So I'm gonna swim open and open the secret door.
Okay, the secret door does open. So you press on a brick, and the door just kind of slides off to the side. We can go back to Miro and see what happens with the darkness. So you would
Oh
pretty
wait,
much investigate
when the
whole
door
room.
when the door opens, I'm so excited. I start making a scream like yay, but it sounds more like goat screaming. It's like yeah, yeah, and then it like and the scene dissolves from that to Miro screaming in the dark room. Yay, yay, yay! Ah, ah, ah!
Oh my god.
Okay. He was screaming and frantically running, well, swimming around the room. But he takes a moment to breathe, and then, tries to feel his way around, floating slowly. Oh my god, there's so many clones.
Yeah, there's something glitchy about that. I don't think we're probably going to end up using this much more. It's just because I already had the stuff on it. See, I don't even see the clones. I
Wait,
only
I
see your
think I
one.
get it. I think I get it. It's because my push to talk button, it's Alt,
Oh,
and
is
that
it?
can really fuck up
Oh,
some stuff
alt
sometimes when
drag.
I'm not only using this.
Oh, okay. See, okay, that's funny, but also I was complaining about how this thing didn't have any duplicate feature. It hid the duplicate feature in the fact that you have to hold Alt and drag a token and it will duplicate it. But everyone
Wow.
on every forum when I search is all complaining that it doesn't have a duplicate feature. It's
Oh my
just
God.
that there's shitty documentation and this person decided to hide a feature behind a
You
button modifier.
you could
How
go on the
freaking
forums
stupid.
and spend like a
Oh my!
day correcting everybody and
Yep.
feeling really smart. By the
You
way, until you started
should.
to fill this thing up with this, it was starting to look like a Rick and Morty plumbus.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
it is.
Jesus Christ!
Okay, so you
Hashem!
it's hard to
Hashem!
see, but you can remember the path back safely, so you're not gonna like be bumping into walls. You can swim back and be like, "What the heck, dude?" But yeah, you're
Yes.
not really getting much further in this room with
If
the dark.
I uh-oh.
I'm just gonna
Can I
slowly
go
float and feel my way back until I get to the door.
can
Okay,
I
and
go
go ahead.
swim over to the tunnel entrance, poke my head under, and like cast light at the end of the hall at the end over there?
Oh yeah, you can't cast it on an area, but you can cast it on one of your objects and stand there. So you kind of like are a beacon.
I
I
can't
think it's
I can't
touch,
breathe
though.
underwater.
You could drop it on something. You could cast it on something and drop it. You can also hold your breath. Everyone can hold their breath, and this is going to be relevant if you're going to move forward. Everyone can hold their breath. I think up to a minute. And then it's based on your Constitution modifier. So worst case,
Oh,
you can
geez.
hold your breath and swim
Okay,
real
I
quick.
want to cast light on like my shirt or something and swim down to the end of the hall. And I'm like mouthing whenever she does, I would like to prepare an action. Whenever I do finally see her coming around that corner and stuff, I want to start mouthing the words "Oh shit," "I'm sorry," "Oh shit."
Okay. It's actually for you since your wait. What's your Constitution?
+2, so it's like a 16, I
Okay.
think.
You got 3 minutes of breathing underwater, and Shem has 4 minutes of breathing underwater. Y'all are pretty much good. The cloak helps, but you guys can pretty much breathe
Okay,
safely or not breathe.
yeah, that's very unrealistic. I'm picturing a lot more realistic, like 3 to 4 seconds.
Yeah, you're adventurers. So yeah, you stand there as a beacon and cast light on your shirt and apologize to Miro. I'm guessing you recast it on their cloak when they approach you.
Yes, I definitely do.
Okay, so Miro, you now have light again, and Toddy is swimming back up to the surface, probably.
When I poke my head up to the surface as I'm going up, I want to make like a motion with my finger, not to tell him to come up above the
Bro?
surface, like so I can talk, gesture like that.
Okay.
And that's
So
where I'm at above the
Toddy
surface of the
Toddy
water waiting.
gestures for Miro to swim up to the surface and swims up.
And so that's when I go, Miro, I'm sorry. That was very bad. Bad of me.
I give you a very angry and upset look and just sigh. Dude, why'd you have to do that?
It was an accident. I just, how
I'm
you
scared of
when you
the
play with
dark,
fidget,
man. It's scary.
pebbles and my light spell are my fidget spinner.
Oh my
Um,
So don't trust me to keep light on you for very long anytime. Because if I get distracted,
so Shem, as that's going on, you open this door. You enter this little small room. Inside the room, the small circular stone room is completely submerged, and there's a moldy-looking wooden chest against the left wall. To the right sits a small metal cage, and you can make out bones resting within.
I'd like to examine the bones and see if I can figure out what sort of creature they belong to.
They look humanoid in nature. but there's not really anything else you could identify. They've been kind of rotting here for a while, but some kind of humanoid.
This poor
Medium-sized
creature.
humanoid.
Poor creature. Possibly will come back to unlife and attack me. Oh well, on to the treasure. Keep my eyes on the prize. I swim over. I swim over to the.
Wait a minute.
I swim over.
T?
I swim over to the treasure chest and I attempt to open it.
Alright, it is unlocked. You open it.
Yes.
As you open the chest, you see a pile of gold pieces and silver pieces. What looks like about 100 gold worth of various coins. And resting on top is a small carved black stone that appears to be some sort of magical artifact.
Ooh, magic. I snatch it up. And I leave the gold because I store up treasures in heaven, not on earth.
But also you store them up on Earth in televangelist houses.
Yeah, tax haven.
You lift the stone and inspect it for a moment, and as you're inspecting it, the water in front of you reverberates as if the water is moving, and roll initiative? Make an investigation check.
Well, wait. How do we go from roll initiative to make an investigation check?
What?
I might be God, but I'm not stupid. Making an investigation check to see if I notice the mimic, I guess.
So the investigation check would be to notice it before it gets to jump on you.
Okay. 14. Investigation, really? 14.
Yeah, nope, you don't notice it, so it shimmers to life as it attacks you. But yeah, everyone roll initiative.
Oh boy.
I roll initiative in heaven. Wait, no, that's not.
18.
No, wait, no! Ooh, that joke unintentionally was really funny. I get to heaven, and trust me, I do roll initiative. If it isn't the invisible cunt.
18, you said? Toddy, what's your initiative?
Yeah, I'm 18.
17.
Okay. And
I hate my initiative.
Miro?
10.
Okay, perfect. So first is the surprise round for the creature, and it will, let's see. It's okay, that's an action. Ooh, I like that one. Okay. Hashem, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, and I will add my +3 charisma modifier because of my aura of protection. So, dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a +1 from dexterity. See, that's actually cool. Like, I didn't dump dexterity, and because like that's actually my lowest saving throw except for intelligence. Like that's a weak point, right? But my aura of protection gives me the +3 bonus, so it doesn't hurt that bad. So I end up with a +4. Oh.
Did you roll yet?
Well, I mean, yeah, and it was really low. Okay. Why can I change my mind?
It was really low. I'll tell you what. What's your result?
Total is 7. I rolled a 3.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna be fair. I like being a fair DM. That would have failed. However, this creature has an ability called Ambusher, where it gets advantage on attack rolls against a creature it's surprised. So it would not have attempted the saving throw ability. It would have just made a straight up attack. So I'm going to retcon that, and it's going to attack you instead. Whereas that ability hit and is actually probably worse than the attack hitting. It's initially would have attacked you and then do that the next round. So it's still probably going to hit and take some damage. Maybe. What's your AC? That's 18 to hit.
18 AC.
That miss? You have 18 AC exactly? Okay, perfect.
Yep, so that hits.
Okay, well, good. See, it worked out, and that, trust me, that's a lot better than the other thing. But we'll see. Actually, if I was a dick, I could tell you keep this dex save because it actually goes first next round, and so I could just say, oh, you also. But I'm gonna let you re-roll it because I did things
Yay!
out of order. So now you take 12 bludgeoning damage as it slams its invisible tentacles into you, and now make your dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, and I happily take that damage with the hope that I'm going to make the dexterity save. And I rolled even lower. So I don't.
Okay, well, good.
So,
that's fun.
don't make the dexterity save. So what other neat things do I get?
All right. So it's bludgeons you with its tendrils, and as you're regaining your attention and focus and moving to react, it acts again, and its tentacles. So you feel your arms tighten around your body, and yeah, that.
Oh, my god.
So you feel you know how appropriate that is. Or
I'm reminded of our trip to Pigeon Forge. Do you remember all the jokes about blah, 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 blah?
Oh my god, yes! Oh, I forgot that part. I forgot that part of the trip.
God, oh my lord. I wish I had drowned him.
At least he got stabbed in the ribs with a branch.
Oh, was it the ribs? I thought he broke his wrist.
No, he broke his wrist in...
And then he got stabbed in the ribs with the branch.
Yeah. Oh, but then he was like, hey, I don't even feel it because I'm on so many painkillers. And it's like, okay, jackass. And then he just sat around the hotel the whole day, making your sister wait on him hand and foot and ruining her vacation too.
Yeah, and then he was getting mad at everybody because people weren't like giving him sympathy and shit.
Because he was racing your dad. He was racing your dad down a concrete hill in a little go-kart and went off the tracks. I think your dad went off the... No, it's...
This was my childhood molester, Joshua Moore.
It was PG-13.
Wait, no, I remember.
Anyways, yeah, no, and he fell like 40 feet or something too when that happened.
I think your dad fell and got hurt too, but he didn't get injured. He just got like scraped up, but then Josh like fell on his freaking wrist and broke it, went to the hospital. It was awesome. Oh, no, what was awesome is you told us, you found out on the phone and told us, and me and your wife were on a train, and there were other people around us, and you said, oh my god, okay, well, blah, blah, blah. And you hung up and said, guys, Josh fell at such and such park, and he broke his wrist, he's in the hospital. And we both burst out laughing, and there were like a couple people on the train that were like horrified, glancing over us, like, what the hell? And then you said out loud, and then you said out loud, you know, people will probably hear you guys laughing and think you're horrible, but if they knew that this guy was a child molester, then they wouldn't feel so bad. And then I looked around and there was no one around us. It's like everyone went to different cars.
Wow.
I forgot about that part. Now, he fell far enough that he actually was lucky he didn't get more seriously injured, which... You know, it's just like, damn. I do remember trying to, like, I do remember part of the phone call where I'm, like, trying not to laugh or react, you know, so that I didn't give anything away because it was just so exciting of news.
Yeah, so 12 damage, and then what's my effect? What's my Josh Moore effect? Do I get stabbed with a branch? Oh, I probably shouldn't say his last name.
I already said where he was from originally. He literally was from Joshua, Texas, which is kind of near Waxahachie, Texas.
Might have to go
more.
Mute parts of this video. Anyway, Jake, can you continue narrating, please?
Can I?
Please.
I don't know. Are we gonna?
Please hurry and interrupt.
I could always just mute you guys while I'm talking. That'd work. So the 12 damage hits you. Nothing happens in addition to that. In addition, the next round of combat moves on. It goes. You failed your second roll. You feel watery tendrils wrap around you and grip you and squeeze you tightly, and you feel the air in your lungs and your throat that you're holding your breath become displaced as water begins to enter your mouth and your nose involuntarily and fill your lungs.
Literal
So you
oof.
are now drowning.
No.
And take one,
That's not a good thing.
3, and the acid burns and
Acid.
melts. It's acidish.
Okay.
It feels like acid, but it's actually necrotic damage. Burns as it goes down and enters your body, and you take. Oh my god.
That's comforting.
You take 24 necrotic damage.
By the way,
Okay.
Jake, I am sorry that we
No,
interrupt so much
that's
of
fine.
stuff, but I mean, it was just, if you had been there for that trip, oh my god.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I retcon one thing?
Go ahead.
Back after I realized what I did with the light, before I go into the water, I wanted to cast protection from good and evil on myself and watch the universe implode as it tries to protect myself from myself. I'm good.
So Shem, it's your turn. You actually take that damage at the start of your turn. You're actually just grappled, and restrained and unable to breathe. And then at the start of your turn, you take that damage. So it's now your turn. That was its surprise round and first turn. You are currently not breathing, but you're not unconscious, I don't think. You have at least one round. So do whatever you want on this round, but I'll look up the rules on drowning.
I prepare to play taps.
Did the enemy enter my reach?
It is actually in your square.
Well, okay, so Polar Master.
It was you entered its reach.
Yeah. I remember we ruled that before that if it pops up in my reach, like it aggroes within my reach, that doesn't count entering my reach. Like I aggroed it when it was already point blank, so no free attack. Oh geez. What is that? What are these? Can you explain the icons?
Explain what?
I'm looking at the map, and there's like a dagger and a spider and I know the skull is Betty White, and there's a pig.
This is the combination map.
Oh,
That,
okay.
Has all the direct maps on it.
Oh, I was was I looking in the wrong room?
Yeah, you were looking in the last room we were in.
Oh, okay.
I just switched over to this map.
Okay, got it. Cool. Okay. So it's grappled me. So right now I don't even have a way of signaling to my friends that I'm being drowned. So that's cool.
Right.
Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Hold on just a moment. I'm looking up spell details. Because I think I really want to cast some.
You can technically cast a verbal spell.
I can?
Yeah, I mean you're drowning and suffocating, but you can still speak. I mean, that's not you can't drown any more than you're drowning already.
Okay. Well,
You do have a.
can I try to make an attack action while it's grappling me?
Yeah, that's nothing stopping you from attacking it. You have a number of rounds. You have 3 rounds before you drop to 0 HP die. So, you're probably fine.
Okay.
You can kill it in 3 rounds.
Okay. First, I'm gonna telepathically order Betty White to come in here and help me. I'm pretty sure I can do that. Can I command her to do that?
Is it a telepathic command?
I don't know.
What's your
Does it have
control?
a verbal
I
component?
think it's called Control Undead. Oh, that's a spell.
Action. Saving throw. Obey your commands for the next 24 hours. Nah, verbal commands.
Does it say verbal commands?
It says must obey your commands, but it doesn't say you can mentally command them. So you can if you can speak to it mentally, you can command them that way, but you have a way to command them first.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't tell her to follow me, so okay. Okay, so then I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna need to use some spell slots. Oh wait, can I upcast this? Oh, I can. Okay, so I'm gonna need to cast some spell. I was trying to figure out what exactly I wanted to do. So when it damaged me, I would like to use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke, which is response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet.
Okay, go ahead. Let me. What's the DC? It's a save, right?
Dexterity saving throw, and it takes half damage on a successful save. So dexterity saving throw, DC 14. And I'm going to cast it at level 2, so I'm burning up my last second level spell slot.
Alright, so go ahead and roll the damage and tell me the damage, and I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what happened in plain speak.
Okay, and that's 3d10 damage. Half as much on a successful.
What type of damage?
Fire damage, and it's 12 damage.
I feel like I have to do algebra. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to say it. Make a nature check first, just so I can feel comfortable giving you this information.
Fail. +0. Natural 20.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, good. This creature is a slithering tracker, so it's an ooze, but it's a watery ooze that can turn invisible in water and do crazy stuff like that. And not invisible, it just has advantage on stealth, so you can still see it. But it looks like water. So here's the weird thing. Vulnerable to fire, vulnerable to cold. Hellish Rebuke is fire damage, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Creatures underwater are resistant to fire damage. So I think that would counter out the vulnerability.
I think it cancels. I think it's kind of like advantage.
Yeah, it cancels, but it doesn't completely remove it. So it's now neutral fire, because even though it's underwater. But so it's neutral, just straight on. So it's 12 damage, but it actually succeeded the save. I rolled a 14, and it has a positive dex modifier. So it does succeed, but instead of taking 3 damage or 24 damage, it could have been either one of those in this situation. It takes just regular half damage, which is 6. So it does take some damage, and you know how much damage it took because you're aware of its you're aware of the situation. And you know that these are fairly hardy creatures with a decent amount of HP, but that's a chunk of its health at least. Okay, and that was your reaction, so it is now still your turn.
Fuck. So when I'm playing an RPG, I usually consider healing if my hit points are less than the max damage that a monster can do in one round, which definitely this thing could kill me in the next round. I could attack, I could heal myself, or I could try to break away. I don't think I can solo this thing, so I guess I really need to use my action to try to break away. And then if I don't make it, then just hope that I don't die. Yeah, before my next turn, and then maybe I'll heal or... No, I don't know. I don't know.
You know that the most risky part of this creature is the fact that it enters your lungs when it grapples you, and at the beginning of each of your turns, you take a shit ton of necrotic damage. So you know that it would be optimal to not be grappled at the beginning of your next turn, which would mean escaping from the grapple and moving away, even if that provokes an opportunity attack.
That would probably know that this is going on.
I'd have to break. So I needed to break grapple first.
I'll be generous. They can hear you struggling and making noises. Toddy saw you go in there.
Yeah.
Miro comes out, and they're like, "Oh, where'd Shem go?" They can see you this round. They're gonna check on you.
I would have told. Yeah, it's just it's one.
Bubbles come out of the room.
Yeah, well, one round is 6 seconds, so they might, miss a round even if they notice. But yeah, and I tell them as I'm going in, hey guys, I noticed a secret door. I'm going in here, so I just didn't. I just thought it was, oh look, treasure. So I didn't bother calling everyone in. But yeah, they'd see my bubbles foaming up. I would hope.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna make
You don't have to escape and run back to your party, but escaping is probably not a bad idea.
Okay, is that a strength check? Just straight up strength check?
It's a to break a grapple, so I think it's athletics.
Oh, athletics, good. Do I have bardic inspiration? I have it written down, but I don't know if I still have it. I feel like too much time would have passed anyway.
It's passed.
Okay.
Yeah, even if you had it.
All right, so 16 is my roll.
You escape.
Oh god. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, fuck this shit, man. I swim away from it and take the freaking opportunity attack. And I swim my max speed and pop up out of the water.
You grab its tendrils and pull them out of your throat like one of those, like, hospital things. Like when they do the
like
COVID
Neo
thing,
in the
they
Matrix.
pull it in your nose. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, you're like...
3 different descriptions.
Water just immediately begins to try and fill the void in your lungs. You are still drowning, and you have 3 rounds to get air. So do you swim out and swim to the surface?
Straight to the surface, yeah.
Water would be better in your lungs than that thing.
Yeah,
true.
You almost want to breathe water just to get the shit out of your lungs. Okay, so you are out of the room, and you've moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you're either on the ground where you are there. No. You're 5, 10, 15, 20. You're 20 feet up, and the surface is 40 feet above you.
Oh, well, I want to surface as much as I can, and then move as far away as I can. So then straight up. I want to go straight up then, like there.
You can do both. That's what I was calculating. So as soon as you exit and you're here, you can start swimming diagonally. And so that was 5, 10, 15, and now you begin swimming vertically, which is... Actually, I was being generous. It was 15 and 5 feet up. 20 and 10 feet up, 25 and 15 feet up, 30 and 20 feet up. So you are here and 20 feet higher, and that is as high as you can get, is 20 feet, because you only had 20 feet left when you exited the doorway. So you're 40 feet away from the surface, still drowning for 2 rounds, but you have now escaped the creature, which does swing at you with its tendrils and laps at your boot, dealing no damage as you swim away from it.
Okay.
And now it is Tadi's turn. You see your ally gurgling, and his face is turning red, and he's swimming desperately to the surface.
Oh shit. Are you okay, dude? Wait, am I actually underwater? No, I'm above the surface.
I'm underwater. I
surface.
have not made the surface yet. You see me swimming up towards the surface, but you don't realize there's a monster behind me.
Yeah, you know he's struggling something, but
this is a 6 second. This is a snapshot. 6 seconds after I started swimming.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think about how I would react. I don't.
I have fear in my eyes, like I'm drowning.
You could go down into the room and see if you see anything, or you could, like, ready an action to do something. Like, you could assume there's probably a creature in there and ready an action to attack it when it comes out, or wait for Shem to come up, or...
I was going to say, I'm not going to go down there. Okay, God just went under the water. 6 seconds later, came up looking like he's half dead. I'm not going under there to inspect what just happened. I'm going to wait to talk to him. I'm just trying to decide whether my reaction is to, like, swim away at first, or if I should, like, immediately cast heal on him because I can tell something's wrong. Shit, I don't know.
He does look like he's hurting.
Okay, then I want to go ahead. I have healing word, right? Let me see.
Yeah, I think that's the only healing spell.
I want to cast healing word on him.
All right, what level are you casting that at?
That's right, I can upcast. He's looking pretty hurt, right?
Yeah.
Shem, on a scale, on a level of 1, 2, and 3, how hurt are you?
He's on
Um,
a scale of blood is trailing out of his mouth and nose
Yeah.
orifices.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and cast it. I'm going to cast it away.
Okay, so that'd be, I believe it's 3d4 plus 3.
35%, by the way.
But I think so.
I'm feeling about 35 cents right now.
All right, roll that heal and let me know or let him know the result so he can add it up.
God damn it. Okay, so 9.
All right, 30.
I got
That's
2
not bad.
1s.
Ah,
All right,
I mean,
9 is
if
not
you had
bad.
upcasted, it would have been even lower. All right, and do you do anything else with your turn? That was a bonus action, so you still have your action if you'd like to prepare an attack or something like that.
That's right. Healing word is a bonus action. I totally forgot about that. Uh, yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what we're dealing with, but I would like to potentially. I would like to potentially ready the spell Fear because I'm pretty damn scared of whatever's coming after him.
That is a good idea. However, when you cast a spell as a bonus action, you can't cast another regular leveled spell on the same turn.
Oh,
So
okay.
that is totally a good idea. That would have been great, but because of the bonus action thing, you can't do that.
Okay. So then, in that case, then I can ready an action of like shooting my crossbow.
Yeah.
If I recognize an enemy that appears to be chasing after him angrily, or not even angrily, just if I spot something that I have a good idea as an enemy, I
Yeah.
want to loose a bolt at it.
Yeah, if you see an enemy that you can tell is clearly an enemy that comes out, you can shoot it. So okay.
All right, that's it
Uh,
already.
and unless you're doing anything else like moving, then you
I'm moving
feel free
back
to
a few
move.
feet. I'm
Okay.
moving back a few squares, definitely.
Okay. Move yourself where you'd like to be, and then Miro, it is your
Yep,
turn.
in the rear.
Oh, I need to roll for Betty White too.
And
She
then, yeah,
sees
that's
you.
my
She
turn.
sees you swim out, but can't listen. Can't obey your orders until you can breathe again. And Will said they'd be right back. So, we'll wait. We'll wait and see because what they do might change what happens. Betty White. It actually is Betty White's turn. And what she's gonna do is she sees Shem swimming, and she's going to swim down and try and pull Shem up. Even though she is technically only supposed to follow your orders, she will do I mean, the first order you give her is follow me and protect me, I assume. So she sees you struggling and drowning. She's going to swim down.
Yeah, like by default.
Yeah, she's going to swim down 40 feet, grab you, and pull you up her remaining 20 feet with the dash. So you're now 20 feet away from the surface with Betty White's assistance. I'm not going to try and do any grapple checks or anything like that. I'm not setting a precedent for being able to freely move a creature, but I feel like in this situation it's warranted.
Yeah.
You have a little leeway as DM and stuff,
Yeah.
of course.
Plus, I need
Alright.
I need space filler while Miro's waiting on him.
But it's also good storytelling, and it shows, it adds to it when there's little things like that happen that aren't necessarily directly based on the rules. If we went 100% totally exactly by
Yeah.
the rules all of the time, then we might as well just go ahead and plug in an NES cartridge.
Yeah. I like to be clear whenever there's something that's technically not the rules. That way it doesn't come up later like, well, wait, we did this before. How come we
Hello,
could
I'm
do it
back.
before but not now? Oh, welcome back. So Shem was getting waterboarded by this ooze, broke the grapple, swam out of the room, and started swimming to the surface. Toddy casted Healing Word on him. Betty White swam down to try and help him swim up, and you are now floating on the surface. Shem just bolted out of this room, but you can't see in the room, and you can't see what he's running from. But you are where you are right now.
Okay.
So Toddy also readied an attack with the crossbow to attack any enemy that she sees appear.
Okay, well, I would like to do this. Hey, Nick's really glitching out.
Yeah, I hear
Like, I
static.
only hear static.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He is.
sorry.
Oh, I couldn't tell. Yeah. Okay. As long as he wasn't trying to talk.
Okay, then it's just like weird, I
Yeah, it was
guess.
just like background.
But also like to ready an attack if anything comes up. Let me see what I could cast or attack. Hold on.
Yeah. Usually, if you're gonna ready a spell, you probably want to
Chill
ready.
touch.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, so you ready chill touch for if an enemy appears before your next turn.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And let's see.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm doing DM stuff.
Okay.
uh, okay, and Hashem, it's your turn.
All right, so I'd like to continue swimming to the surface.
Okay, you swim the remaining 20 feet to the surface with Betty White's assistance, and you break the surface and take a sweet, fresh breath of air. The air kind of makes you gag as you inhale it. And it cleans out the gunk that you kind of spit out. This gelatinous.
God, I know that feeling.
In your lungs.
Mm-hmm.
And you can breathe again.
We know you're
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that.
I'm role playing. Okay, I get to the surface and I go, guys, there's a freaking water demon thing. Some kind of a watery ooze. Oh God. And I'm gonna tread the surface, and I wield my glaive and point it downwards in the water, and I say, and I think it's chasing me, and it should come out through that door right there. And I ready my axe to opportunity attack it when it gets within 10 feet of me.
All right. And Toddy, your turn comes around. You have not seen a hostile creature. What would you like to do?
I would like to ask him if he wants more heals, or if it would be a pertinent time to cast some more heals.
Well, actually, because I can use lay on hands as an action, and since I really don't have anything to ready because my opportunity attack thing, I'm gonna use 9 of my 19 lay on hands points and heal myself. So now I'm at 38.
All right.
Then in that case, for the rest of my turn, I'm just going to keep my crossbow ready. My attack ready.
Okay. You ready your attack again and look around for any signs of hostiles. And Miro, it's your turn again.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it's Betty White's turn. Did you want to command her to do anything?
Oh,
Miro,
yeah,
think about your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her to swim down to the door and start attacking it as soon as it comes out.
Okay. She swims straight down and dashes and is at the doorway, standing in front of it.
Oh, I guess I don't want her, like...
Ready.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Oh, well, there or
No, that's fine. No, let's yeah, right, like, oh, here. Like, off to the side. Let's do, like, right there. Getting ready to, like, flank it, and then I'll go down and start attacking it, probably, depending on what it does.
okay. All right, and then Miro.
I would like to. Oh shoot. Move right here. Right there. Oops. No. I keep accidentally doing it. My bad.
I don't see another token.
But I'm gonna keep my attack ready. I'm just moving so I can see it.
Okay. And Hashem, it's your turn.
Has the creature come out yet?
You have not seen the creature come out yet.
Okay. Well, maybe it's not gonna chase me. I asked my party, do you guys want to swim down there and see if we can fight it, or do you want to just wait here and see if it comes out? It might not. There was a treasure chest with some gold in it and a black gem, and I have the black gem but not the gold, so maybe we don't need to go back.
Well, at the very least, we could always wait here for 20 more seconds and find out if it's going to come out or not, because it's probably going to come out pretty quickly if it does.
That's a good idea. So we're basically going to just keep our. So we're basically just going to keep our actions ready and
right back into the death den.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that. So let's just wait here and see if it comes out. And if it doesn't, I've already got the treasure, so we'll probably just swim on. But I'm just going to keep treading water and looking down and waiting to see if it comes out. Betty White will attack it, and then we can rush in.
Okay, so Shem and Miro, you're above the water, looking down. Betty White is underwater, waiting by the doorway, and Toddy is above the water, waiting with the crossbow, right?
I'm swimming like a little closer.
Okay. So, as you all are holding your positions, waiting for something to happen, something happens. Let's see. Toddy, you're sitting there waiting for something to happen. You got your crossbow ready, and suddenly you feel a whirlpool form around you, and watery tendrils start to slither up from the water and attempt.
Oh shit! It's invisible underwater. I forgot.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Shit!
Damn it, I wish I had worked. I should have on my next turn readied fear. Fuck.
No. So when you ready a spell, if it doesn't cast in that turn, you lose the spell slot. So it wouldn't have been a terrible idea, but it could have just very well been wasted.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what do I do?
Dexterity saving throw. It's attempting to invade your lungs. Also, I rolled a d20 to see it stealthing out, and I thought I rolled a 20. And I looked at it, and I went to pick up the dice, and I looked, and it was a 19, and I was like, did I mess up the dice? Did I bump it and touch the wrong side? Because I'm kind of looking at it at an angle. So I was like, you know what? For fairness, I think it was a 19, but I'll just re-roll it. What's the worst that can happen? I re-rolled it, and I got a 20. So I went, okay, it's invisible. It's stealth.
Can I re-roll my 20?
You rolled a 20?
My D20. Can I re-roll my D20?
Well, you couldn't see it, so I guess you can roll with disadvantage if you want.
I'm not getting much more disadvantage than this.
I'll tell you what.
Well, I'm just kidding. It's fine. I accept the consequences. Just you're like, okay, so I wasn't sure if it was a 19 or 20, so I re-rolled it. Can I re-roll mine, please?
What did you get? Because it's not a very high DC.
I rolled a 3 with my +7. That's a 10.
That's not enough. But
it's not.
I'll tell you what. Technically, and no one really knows this because we don't deal with invisible or stealthing creatures all the time. You can use your action to make a search check to see if you can see a hidden creature, even an invisible creature. So it rolled a DC 20 stealth check, and it's got a really high modifier. If all three of you would like to make a perception check actively, if one of you can beat the creature's successful stealth check, then
okay, so we're saying, so instead of us just doing nothing, we said that we're gonna all actively be searching until we find it. Like,
Right.
we should have been
One of
using
you
our
is able
action
to
each turn to search instead of nothing.
Yeah, you could
We're
have. That would be an
dumbasses.
option. So basically, I actually don't think with the 20 that I rolled, I don't think it's possible to beat a stealth check. But all of you roll your d20s, and if one of you gets a d20, we'll give Toddy advantage on the roll. So,
Mine's 20, and that's total.
nah, no, not enough. DC is 28, but
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let the natural 20 count if one of you just happens to roll it.
No.
No, Miro.
Hello.
Miro?
Make a. I guess you're making a perception check, but really just roll a d20 and tell me what the number is.
Okay. 5.
Okay, yeah. So you are grappled by the creature you don't notice it as it sneaks up behind you, and you feel
No,
the
I did
tendrils
not.
wrap around, and they go glop, and they're inside your lungs now. And even though you're above the water, you can no longer breathe, and you are drowning. But you don't take any damage. No damage happens to you. Hashem, it is your turn, and you hear your ally from behind go, "What?"
Hashem.
Oh, sorry. It's my turn?
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry. Hey, we don't have an initiative
No,
tracker,
sorry,
so
can
I
you
don't...
just repeat all that.
I don't know which... no, it's my turn. I go attack it. I know it was damaging her. I just didn't realize that my turn was next.
I know, I'm just playing.
In table plot, there's a list, so I remember whose turn it is, but here I totally forget what order we're going in. Okay, so is she above water? Can I get to her from, like, within melee range?
She is above water. Everyone at the current second, other than Betty White, is on the same Z level.
Okay, so I'm gonna swim over to her, and I can see the creature, right? It has its tendrils down her lungs, but I can.
It's above the water. It looks like a blob of jello on top of Toddy.
Okay, so I'm gonna swim over and hack at it with my glaive.
All right, you hack at Toddy with your glaive. I mean the water creature with your glaive. Make an attack.
Still
roll.
hot. Can I say I'm a masochist?
And also, I'm pretty sure it sounds like this.
But you know, that might not be me drowning in combat. Just saying.
21.
21. Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
All right, so that's a D10. Oh, I got a 10. So that's a 10 plus 4, so 14 slashing damage.
14. All right, you bring your cleaver down, and it cuts straight into the ooze. But as it hits the ooze, it kind of deflects a little bit, and you see your glaive dig down and slice a chunk out of Toddy's arm. Toddy takes 7 damage, and the ooze takes some damage.
See my character blush anime style as it looks over at you. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me.
All right. And anything else?
Yeah, so I'm going to make my extra attack and swing the glaive again, and I'm going to say, sorry, Toddy, as I bring the glaive down a second time.
All right.
Oh, she got lucky and missed this time. So, 10.
Right, miss. Yeah, that's a miss. Okay, and Toddy, it is your turn. As your turn begins, you feel the inside of your lungs start to rot away, and you take 14 necrotic damage.
As long as you've been keeping track of it.
Yep.
Okay, just refresh my memory really, really fast. Yeah, I because I'm not, like, can I cast my spells? I mean,
Yes, you can cast spells.
the simple fact is, as a bard, I can, like, choose my focus or a verbal component or, like, any one of 1,000 things.
Even as a bard, a verbal component is not the same as a focus.
Right. That's my point. Bards can do, like, 6 different ways.
Yeah, some spells do still have a verbal component, and those can't be replaced by anything. You have to speak. But Whether you're above water or underwater, you're drowning. You don't have air in your lungs, but you can still speak the words of power needed to
Okay,
cast the spell.
that
So
makes a lot of sense.
you can't really speak, but you can still attempt to speak, just like you could try to speak if you were underwater. The sounds might not come out right, but you're still speaking. If you were
Okay, then.
underwater, you would begin drowning if you speak because you're no longer holding your breath. But that's not a problem because you're already drowning. So any spell you have at your repertoire is normal.
Fear.
All right. So you cast fear and aim it upward. It's a cone. You aim it so it only hits that creature, and it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
And what is your DC?
Shit, I gotta scroll up and find it now.
Wisdom fails by 1 point.
Wow, that's the one of the things on this sheet that I have a hard time find. Okay, I see my spell save DC now. Wait, no, that's not a wisdom saving throw. Wait, okay, I see it now.
Yeah, it's spell save DC. All of your
Okay.
spells go off your spell save DC. The spell
Okay.
determines what kind of save it is. You're not making a save; it's making a save.
Yeah, I
So,
got confused. Yeah,
yeah.
thank you. Yeah, that. Yeah, I got confused. That fixes it. Thank you.
Yep. Fear. Okay, so fear, on its turn, it's frightened, and then on its turn, it must take the dash action and move away from you by the safest available route. Does not say that
Also,
it. Go ahead.
it drops whatever it's holding. One might state that it's holding me.
Aw.
Yeah, it drops you. That's a good point.
Ah,
That is a
nice.
completely valid point.
That's
was
rules
the reason
lawyering.
I used it. I didn't
And-
care if it read away.
Kaboom! Bombshell!
Guess who's messaging the raw group tonight? Because that's actually a very valid question.
Hooray! Wait, you're asking to find out. Aw,
No.
not
I 100% agree with you. That is completely valid. It is holding you in a grapple, and the spell says
Just-
drops. So when it runs away, it's going to drop you anyway.
but it drops
at the
me
moment,
faster than that. And
yeah,
that's the thing to me. It's got its tendrils wrapped around me, and just because one of those tendrils is in my throat doesn't mean that tendril isn't part of what's holding me, in my opinion.
yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
yeah, and that's just part of the grapple effect. So it is holding you with a grapple, and it drops you in the
Yep.
grapple. So yeah, you are no longer grappled, and it is frightened by you. And on its turn, it will move away from you, and by the
Don't
fastest route possible,
burn my
ignoring.
spell slot too. Don't forget.
Oh, yes, thank you. Yes,
No problem. I try to play very fairly on
Very
things like that. Sorry.
That's good. Okay, I remove the spell slot, and yet you are no longer grappled. You have saved yourself, and it is
Take that, stabbing
Betty
westward.
White's turn.
I would also like to.
Save myself.
I just coughed up a noodle. Some
Wow.
ramen. I would also, as it lets go, I'd like to yell, "Thanks for nothing, God."
I say you're welcome. As usual.
Oh, okay, I'm good. I'm done with my turn. Thank you. I think that deserved a point of inspiration for our session 5.
Oh, I'll give you an inspiration for dismissing the light arbitrarily.
Yeah.
Shem, no, sorry, I'm sorry. It's Shem. It's Betty White's turn. What would you like to? Would you like to try and command her?
Yeah, to attack the ooze thingy.
Okay. She swims over and up to the ooze, and she's in range of it, but cannot reach it for combat.
Okay.
Miro, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
All right. Is that an attack roll?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
$21 to hit.
That's a hit. Rolls damage.
Awesome.
And it's no longer grappling Toddy, so it's not gonna attribute
5.
some of that damage. 5. All right. So now the fun round. It's the tracker's turn, and it starts gobbling up your insides and going blah 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 blah, and then Toddy just speaks. What components does fear have?
Crap, I've got to look.
all of them, VSM. So you speak words of power and rebuke some of the slime from your throat as you choke it out, and you hold your Folkloran Bandor and move your hand in a magical way, and the slime just turns like changes shades of color, and it just like goes glop and leaves your throat and your nose and immediately starts to swim away, ignoring its own safety, and it slithers away down towards this hallway. Toddy, Shem, and Betty White all get to make an opportunity attack against it as it tries to slither away and escape underwater. So I will roll Betty White's, and the rest of you make an opportunity attack for me.
Yes! Can I Divine Smite on opportunity attacks?
Yeah, if it hits. I mean, you don't want to waste it if it doesn't hit, but...
Damn, I've only got a 12.
Nah, that's a miss.
Damn!
What's frightened?
Oh, that's right, that's why it's running away.
Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, so now you don't get advantage to hit it or anything. Betty White hits it and deals 6 slashing damage. And Toddy, do you have an opportunity attack? If you're there.
Yeah, I can opportunity attack.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry, I was dealing with stuff.
You're fine.
Opportunity.
Probably be your rapier, I think.
Yeah, it should be. All right, hold on. Natural 20.
Nice. Okay. Well, roll critical damage and see if you can take it out in one turn before it runs away. So I think if it's a rapier, it's 2d8 plus your modifier.
All right, hold on. 11. I rolled a 2 and a 4.
2 and a 4 plus your modifier. That is enough to kill it. You stab it in its butt as it escapes.
Amanda, yes, I was lying, Amanda. Amanda wanted me to let you guys know that she is sorry about all of this and the fact you don't have to frequently AFK and whatnot. And I kept lying by telling her I was going to tell you guys, but I figured it kind of went without saying. It wasn't that big of a deal. So, anyways, yes, she is sorry.
Yes, thank you for relaying that. But that we all do that. It's not a problem. It's not really any different than anything else. You got stuff you got to deal with. But thank you. So Betty White slashes at it from below the water, and you stab at it and hit it right in whatever its life force is. It's got a little sphere that moves around in it almost invisibly that holds its whole life force, and you hit that and it just pops like a plastic bubble, and the whole thing just dissolves and disintegrates and kind of floats on top of the water like a plastic bag, like a dead jellyfish.
Oh, those are so gross when you see like a plastic bag floating in the water, especially the semi-transparent ones.
Like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to
Hoping to
start
start again.
So yeah, it's dead. Yay! That was a little bit of a longer encounter for just a little haha gotcha trap. But that was actually fun. I like that water and people actually taking damage and stuff and being scared.
Yeah, it's not just fighting the monster and trading damage, it's dealing with all the mechanics.
Yeah. So yeah, it is dead. We can say you collect the loot from the chest and you do have that smooth black stone. And we can continue playing as long as you guys would like. Unfortunately, I think we might have gotten sidetracked a little bit too often, so I don't think we're going to be finishing tonight. But I figured it would happen. I think for real next time, for real, we might be able to finish. but I was hoping we would move a little faster. So unfortunately, I don't think that happened. But
I'm sorry, that's my
not you.
fault.
It's
mostly.
no. It's
really
it's all
was.
of us. We all kind of and we. It's our one day that we can all sit in a room and chat and talk. So I don't want to interrupt that when it starts. But yeah, not a big deal. And
I think we did an appropriate amount of diversion, enough to be funny. Also, this is documenting all of our many exciting exploits because and our hilarious stories. Because now when we're dead or in our 90s and we're watching this, or when our progeny is reviewing these so they can study and learn from us and everything, and they're like, oh wow, that was a really funny story, we're so glad that we knew that. So we're preserving our legacy in addition to playing D&D.
Yeah,
For the last words at my execution, I'm just gonna have them play all of our campaigns.
that's a good idea. Everyone has to sit there for 120 hours.
Yeah. Yes, put it in your will and stuff, but when you die, you want a marathon of every D&D session you played in.
I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna follow through. They'll be like, "Yeah, we'll just say we did."
Yeah, they're gonna say, "Oh, we promised we will." And it's like, yeah.
Wait, what? And then they flip the switch.
Your microphone is kind of doing a buzzing thing again. I don't know if it needs to be like
Yeah.
unplugged and plugged back in, or that might.
I
don't know.
I think it's just background noise when I have my mic unmuted.
Okay, yeah. I
No,
don't know.
this does not sound like the background noise that we normally get.
It
This
sounds
sounds
like
like
cord is
a
disconnecting.
shaky wire.
Yeah. So it might be something to check on, but it's not a big deal. It's not like it's really bad. It's just definitely something wrong with whatever microphone you have connected.
I mean, it's my good microphone, and it's connected
Yeah,
via
that's what I was
USB.
worried.
It's connected via USB, so.
It's not happening right now. No, I think it's better potentially.
Well,
Yeah,
like just
wire.
now when you said it, Deanna was literally walking by the microphone, crinkling a bag. So like that could have been it. But
it's like,
I mean,
No.
That was not it. This was not that. That was.
I'll show you. I'll let you, or you can watch the stream. Oh, you don't hear yourself. I'll try and play a clip from my thing for you later, so you can see what it is.
well, I should
Oh,
no,
it might
I
be.
don't. I don't hear myself, but my microphone is putting me into the stream. So
think
if it's my microphone,
right now. I
if it's
no,
if
yeah,
it's
I think this is. I'm talking at the same time as you intentionally. I think
okay.
it's me hearing us. Do you have speakers or headset?
No, I have headphones.
Okay. It sounds like it's only happening when we're talking, and it sounds like it might be the buzzing sound of us talking.
That might be it. Yeah.
It might
That
be an
m-
audio mix or something.
Well, it could be Discord, even if the stream sounds fine, because the stream is taking my audio on one channel and then my desktop audio on another. But you guys are hearing my microphone through Discord, and Discord tends to suck all the time. I bet if I restarted Discord, it'd be better than if I messed with my mic.
Yeah, you could try that if you want to, because it's not happening right now, but it kind of starts when we talk at the same time. So I think the buzz I'm hearing is just the whatever that TV show is where when they hear the adults talk, it just goes wah wah wah.
Well, we could,
Calvin and
you know,
Hobbes.
I'll not talk while you're talking. Maybe that would help.
And
Peanuts.
yeah, peanuts.
Peanuts.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the one. I don't know what I was thinking. No, that's probably what it is. So not a big deal, just as long as your microphone's not breaking. That's what I was concerned about.
Yeah, that would suck.
So it's 11 o'clock. We've still got some more stuff. If you guys want to continue exploring, there's not really anything that's going to jump out and go, haha, begin a new combat in the immediate future. I mean, I don't want to discount anything.
Yeah, let's
but if
let's
you'd like to
explore
continue
and
exploring and yeah.
yeah.
I
We'll
mean,
just
another
go
20
like a few
of
more
exploring
minutes.
Can kind of, yeah, another 20 minutes of exploring, 10 minutes of exploring could probably get a good chunk cleared out, and then we'd have something good to come back to for the last session.
Okay, so you said that like I already got everything from the room except for the gold coins, right?
Yep, you looted. You got everything. That was all that was in the chest. So we can just assume you grab the gold if you want it. Doesn't really matter. You're not keeping these characters, and there was nothing else of interest in the room.
Okay. Do you guys want? Hey, there's gold coins in there if you guys want, but I store up my treasures in heaven, so I think I'm good.
Nah.
So Miro, what did you you were gone from there for a while, and I didn't get to talk to you because I got sucked into a water lung an aqua lung situation. What'd you find down there? Is there anything worth exploring?
Well, yes, and no. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I did find a room, that had incredibly suspicious things.
Oh.
There was this... Also, these staircases that led upwards, and that could be air, could be not. If you gave me more time, man, I could have gone there for you, but you decided to go off your own, and you decided to decast my light!
Not me.
Sitting there, I would like to be holding like a couple of small pebbles in my hand, and I'm poking each one back and forth in a circle, and each one lights up as I'm doing it. Huh? What?
Okay, well, is it safe for us to follow you into that room, do you think? Or do you need to go explore it more on your own?
I think I should go explore it more.
There's no, like, air pockets or anything?
It might be an air pocket, but there's a chance that it might not be an air pocket, and the stairs don't lead up to air.
Oh, okay.
I will have to check it out, just in case.
Here's
Okay.
what I'd like to do then. I would like to. I'm going to cast light on your cloak again.
Yes.
And that's not a concentration, right? It's just,
Right.
Then in that case, right before you go under, I am going to cast message on you. Will it last long enough that then she could reply back when she gets there? Let me know if there's a bubble or not.
Hold on.
You're casting what?
Because if I cast message now and send you a message, you can then reply. But how long do you have to reply? Is it long enough you can swim down there and then reply with the message to say?
So it lasts 1 round is the duration. It says the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. I suppose if you casted it on them as they were swimming down and they swam really, really, really fast, they could get there and reply within 1 round's distance before they get to... Yeah.
About how long is it going to take you to swim there? Is it going to take you about 10, 15 seconds?
The distance is about a dash. I say if they know exactly where they're going and they swim down the hallway, swim and dash, they would be able to immediately reply once they reach the end of what they can see from the hallway. Whether that's a bubble or not, you don't know. But if it is there, then they can say yes or no. But yeah, that's about the length of the hallway that you can see is as far as they'd be able to travel.
Then I'm going to count to 6, and then I'm going to message you.
Okay.
After I see you go into the tunnel, then I'll count to 6 and message.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal.
Oh.
So
Never mind.
it's 120 feet. So what you could do, you definitely could, if you swim down to the bottom. I mean, just do it, because I don't really, and you could just follow them. You can breathe water you can breathe underwater for 30 seconds, so there's not really, flavor wise, yeah.
Oh, and then what I could do, I could just go with it and then message back. Go halfway, message to her, get the answer, and then message back.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or if her message is, yay, there's air, then I'm just going to swim the rest of the way and then message.
Yeah, I guess what are you trying to accomplish, and I'll try and figure out the best way to do it.
I'm just trying to find out a way that I don't have to swim all the way down there on the hopes that there's an air bubble.
Miro could swim over there 6 seconds and then swim back 6 seconds and report to you within 12 seconds.
Oh, that's right. I keep thinking it's a lot further away.
Yeah, it's not that far away, but
Wasted a lot of time. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, it's fine. That's why I was kind of cutting. I was like, wait, what are we trying to accomplish? Because it's not if there's like a danger there, if there's another slime that starts attacking Miro, but you could just say, hey, swim down there and come back in 30 seconds.
And if she doesn't, then we should probably head on in.
Yeah, basically. So, would you like to do that? Any of you, whoever would be acting, describe what you would like to do.
Oh, well, so Miro, are you going to go explore the room?
Yes, and sorry for replying a bit late. Muted mic again.
It's
No problem.
okay.
Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of
Okay.
time, and if I don't see you, I'm going to come in after you. So, just letting
Okay.
you know.
Omnipresent my ass.
I go all the way over here and then go up.
Okay, so that room is a 20-foot circular staircase that leads upward. You swim up the staircase / walk up the staircase. Is that what you do? Microphone muted again? Hello?
I can hear you.
Can Miro hear me?
No idea.
Yes.
You swim up. You're swimming up this tower.
Yes.
Okay. So you swim upwards, keeping the stairs in sight just in case the water ends. And when you come within 40 feet of the surface where the end of your light reaches, you do see that the water ends, and it appears there's an air pocket up.
Okay.
Hold on. Da, da, da. The stairs ascend 60 feet, and then break the surface. Yeah, so you swim up 20 feet, and then you can see 40 feet up is the surface of the water. So do you continue swimming up to the surface of the water?
Yes.
Okay, you continue swimming up to the surface of the water, and after another 20 feet, you can see that there is a roof. And as you continue swimming up, you break the surface of the water and climb onto the stairs. And the stairs go the 20 feet up higher up to a landing 20 feet above you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Okay. You climb the stairs, and it has been probably 15 seconds by now, depending on what your plan was. But you reach the top of the stairs, so this is kind of the halfway point. And reaching the top of the stairs, you find yourself in a bedroom. A dusty, four-posted bed stands to the wall on your right. Against the wall opposite of you is a heavily varnished desk strewn with papers, a cushioned chair sitting neatly in front of it. A picture dominates the wall to your left, an oil painting almost completely black, but with a pair of glowing red eyes amidst the gloom. A moth-eaten rug rests on the floor in the center of the room. So, I guess I can draw some stuff. And I guess I should reveal this area, which is the actual room. Let's just do this. There's no secret doors in this room. I'm just doing a square. I'm not drawing a circle. Miro, you enter the room, I believe, from that side. And redescribing what I said as I draw them. The wall to your right is a four-post bed. Opposite you is a heavily varnished desk strewn with papers, a cushioned chair in front of the desk,
Okay.
and the wall to your left is a picture, an oil painting. Probably not that big. An oil painting, completely black but with a pair of glowing red eyes. And in the center of the room is a moth-eaten rug. Nice little bedroom.
I kind of peek my head in and look around and go, "Oh hell nah!" And I immediately leave. Okay,
Good call.
okay, I have a reason for doing that. I need to check out the other potential air bubble and report my findings back and bring the party along for this bedroom thing. But I'm gonna swim back over here.
Okay, or are you checking in with your party first? Because now it's been 30 seconds, and I think that was what we said. I don't
Alright,
remember the
fine.
time limit. Probably just want to pop in and say, just give the all okay symbol and say, refresh my time, 30 more seconds.
Yes.
You're not trapped or in danger. Okay, and you can continue onward now that they know that you're safe.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going over
So
here.
you approach that area, and the stairs lead upward, and you do see that they break the surface. And as you reach the surface, you see the ceiling here has partially collapsed, allowing a flood of water to rush down the stairs. So this water is just like continually pouring into the room. And it looks like this is probably the source of all of the water.
Oh.
But there is you break the surface. There's air, so it's like a fountain of water pouring in from there, and then past that waterfall is staircase leading up into a room. And
Okay.
if you walk up the stairs,
I do.
you see a room, and this room, the corridor opens into a large rectangular room. You're standing just outside the doorway against the left-hand wall, just inside the doorway, I guess. You can see another passageway leading from the room in the opposite corner away from you, which is there. There are 3 square stone columns dotted through the room in seemingly random places, which I'll draw for you really quick. 1 second. And the stone walls are covered in minute carvings of a maze, stretching all the way from the floor to the ceiling across all the walls. The floor is made from heavy stone slabs. The air in here feels dry, a smoky tang sticking to the back of your throat.
Uh. Uh.
Yeah.
Uh. Okay. Well, no. Bye. Whee! And back I go.
All right, and go ahead and report to your party.
Oh, hello everyone. Okay, I'm just gonna recite what I found because I can't like actively describe it all right now.
Yeah. There's a lot. So there's 2 rooms. There's a tower to the north, which leads up to a bedroom that's got a big creepy oil painting and a desk with a bunch of miscellaneous papers on it. And the other direction is a staircase leading out of the water into a room with 3 stone pillars.
Hold on.
Hmm?
Okay, never mind.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess we just need to pick a room and then head straight to it. So that one room is still underwater, so we're kind of done with that one for now, right? I think we're talking about going to one of the 2 rooms that have air above it.
Miro was pretty much completed exploring that room when the light went out.
Okay.
But they did roll a low perception check, so there could be more to find in there, but the other rooms are completely unexplored.
What do you think, Toddy? The water room or the painting room?
I don't like water now. Painting.
Okay, so let's hold our breaths and swim to the left and go straight up the tower room and explore the creepy bedroom-looking place.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Your party does so. And you are all standing on the staircase outside of this room. And you are free to describe what your characters would like to do and or explore in here. There is a 4-post bed to the left. I'm basing it off of when we're looking at the map. This is not relative to your characters. The green thing is a bed. The yellow thing is a rug that covers the center of the floor. The red thing is a big wall-covered oil painting covering the wall. Purple thing is a chair. Orange thing is a desk with papers strewn all over it. So what would each of you like to do? I would like to get all of your input actions, and then we'll resolve that in whatever order.
Okay, what do you guys want to check out? We can each check out a different thing. I was thinking painting, but one of you guys might want to, so I'm happy to lift the rug.
I
What were the
want to
other
check out the
items?
painting.
Painting, a rug, a bed, and a desk with papers.
Bad.
I'm gonna lift the rug.
Okay, so Shem is walking into the center of the room and lifting the rug. Toddy is going over to inspect the bed, and did you say, Miro, you're going to the painting?
Yes.
All right. Miro, please make a history check. Toddy, please make a perception check. And Shem, please make an investigation check. And each of you give me your results, and then I'll ask you again for them when it comes to your turn.
10.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Oh wait, do I do one too?
Yeah. Yours is going to be investigation.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Toddy, you inspect the bed, and it looks like this bed is just covered in dust, has not been used in a long time, but being secluded from the rest of the air by all that water. It's not super dusty or decayed or anything like that. It's a nice bed with down pillows and things like that, but you kind of feel around on it, checking if there's anything hidden or secret, and it looks like just a nice sturdy bed. If you wanted to sleep here, you could. This might be a nice comfy place to rest, but there is nothing of interest that you can see in the bed.
When I plop in the bed, it's going to become a mimic and eat me, isn't it?
Bed mimic. If it was mimic, that check would not notice that it's a mimic. But to be fair, there's not really a way to notice things are mimic. They're indistinguishable from other things. So, Miro, you look at the painting, and the history check was because you see a small brass plaque embedded into the wall next to the painting, and it says it appears to be referring to the painting, and it says the Devourer. You're not familiar with that name or term, but it seems to be the title of this painting. Could you also make an investigation check while I resolve Shem's investigation check?
Yes.
Okay, and Shem, what was your investigation check?
13.
All right, with a 13, you lift the rug, and you investigate the rug and the floor beneath the rug, and you're gently feeling it carefully and making sure not to trigger whatever might be under there, but you don't see or notice anything that would give you any sort of indication of anything bad or good or secret.
Okay.
And did you get what's your investigation result, Miro?
18.
All right. As you investigate the painting closer, you still don't really know what the name is. You might try asking your party afterwards. But as you investigate the painting itself, you kind of look to the sides of it, and you notice that the picture is on hinges. It looks like there is a hook on the other side that secures it. So it's one side's hinged, the other side has a hook that's keeping it from moving. You said 18.
Yes.
You don't notice anything particularly out of place otherwise, but you do notice on the same side as the hook, there's an almost invisible thread attached to the frame of the painting and to the wall behind it. It barely an inch long, looks almost like a thread of spider silk attached to it.
Oh. So, like, is this some sort of trap?
It looks like it looks like it's not very well protected. It's just got a little hook on it and a hinge, but you notice that little thread, and you don't know exactly what that is, but it does not look like it's any part of the securement mechanism.
Okay. I'll, like, flick my hand. Mage hand, not my own hand. I'll flick mage hand through it. Well,
through
I'll back
the
up first.
through
Through the
the
little
little wire.
string. Yes.
Your mage hand flicks the string, and as it flicks it and you're kind of watching how it reacts, it looks like it is not a spider thread. It is very taut. It is attached firmly both to the wall and the painting, and you notice on the painting side it seems to be attached firmly, but on the wall side there's kind of a little bit of give, like it actually pulls out of the wall, and then when your mage hand, like as it flicks it, it pulls out of the wall just maybe a couple of millimeters and then retracts back in, like it's almost it's going into the wall almost.
Huh? I'm like confused from your description.
So there's a piece of almost invisible thread that's attached to the painting, and the other end of the thread goes into an equally invisible hole into the wall, so that when you tug on the thread, you see it coming out of the wall, but then it pulls back in like it's a spring.
So, like,
It's some sort of a hidden door or contraption or
Like
something.
yeah, like
I
imagine
would
you're
like to.
pulling on a fishing rod, and then that fishing rod someone reels it in.
Hmm.
okay. So I'll, like, pull it back, the string, and, with mage hand.
So you pull the string, and it pulls out about an inch or so, but it looks like it won't pull out all the way without opening the hinge and pulling the painting open. It's kind of an awkward angle to just pull. Plus, it's kind of a strong attachment.
Oh my god.
It looks like it might be made to be pulled when you open the painting.
Okay, well, I'll open the painting. Like, wow.
Okay, with the mage hand.
Yes.
Okay, you flip the hook up, and your mage hand safely pulls open the painting. Um, where are you standing?
Right around here.
There. Okay. Your mage hand flicks the painting, and it opens. And as soon as it opens, a jet of flame burst out of valves next to the safe and just barely singe the tips of your hat as you jump back in shock and reaction.
I don't have a hat, I
And
have a flower crown.
oh, sorry, I was looking at your icon. That was yeah. Singes the tips of whatever was close. You feel hotness on your face as the flames lick inches from your body, but you're just barely at a safe range. and the thread pulls out completely from the slot and dangles from the painting. It was a trap.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically what I was describing is there was an invisible thread that was not an obviously visible part of the painting. Usually when there's something invisibly hidden, it's something like a trigger for a trap that is meant to not be seen until you open it, and then it opens and triggers the trap. So I was kind of hoping Shem might jump in there and give some experience tips on what that might mean, but I was just trying to hint. But you did carefully step back, so you avoided the trap.
I mean, it seemed like Miro had it. I was thinking, well, that pretty much sounds. Actually, I was about to cut in and say that sounds exactly like the Viet Cong traps that I was watching on YouTube earlier. But you know,
like a tripwire type of thing. No, you did totally good though. That's exactly. You stood back and you flipped it. Another way to defeat it would be to like cut the wire, because then it couldn't pull out. But that could also trigger the trap. I mean, with a bomb, you don't want to cut the wrong wire. So you did exactly what you needed to do. You avoided the trap. It triggered, and if there was someone in range, they might have taken damage. But trap's defeated. The painting swings open.
For the Viet Cong traps, usually the solution is to hook your grappling hook around it and then go to a safe distance and then pull your grappling hook, and then it'll pull out the grenade. Or usually what the traps were is they would take like a grenade or a mortar shell or larger munitions and like bury it or attach it to some sort of a thing that will detonate it. So their traps are literally just take a shell and then just set it up with like a pressure trap. Or, this was the coolest one, a bullet trap. You take one single bullet and you rig it up so that when you step on it, the bullet shoots straight up. Like, think of how many of those you could make. Like, all you need is one bullet. Okay, so on YouTube last night, I watched this video of how to make match rockets. You take a match, like a regular, like, striking match, and you wrap tin foil or aluminum foil around it and crimp the end, and you wrap the foil around a bamboo skewer, so you have like a homemade bottle rocket, but it's a match. Because the thing is, with it wound that tight, when you light the match, the gas pressure launches it off of the skewer, and it'll go like 12 feet through the air. And it's not super dangerous, but it is hot, so you could totally like hurt someone a little bit if you shot it at them. But I was just like, wow, that's like the same thing. It's like you just take a bullet and you rig it up so that it explodes. If you yeah, because think about that. You have one box of matches, you could make hundreds of rockets. Like, imagine just sitting there like firing them at James, you know, or you know, bullets if you want to talk about like war. But yeah, a trap with a bullet, one shell.
Yeah, basically like that. So yeah, so it was trapped, and you successfully defeated the trap. There is the picture swings open, and behind the picture is a large metal safe securely fastened into the wall. And I believe that is it for what everyone has done. So Shem investigated the rug. You didn't notice anything underneath it or on top of it or beneath it, which is different than underneath it. And Toddy, you didn't discover anything in the bed. There's still a desk with a whole bunch of papers strewn about it and a safe inside the wall. What would you all like to do next?
And do you guys want to wrap up here?
My mic. Yes, my mic was off. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Is that what you were, or were you going to say you do something and then we can wrap up here unless you were going to do something?
Oh, no, I was just more like thinking out loud. It wasn't super important.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's 11:30, so it's getting kind of late, and this is kind of a good room. We can finish investigating it. Like we said last time, if we don't stop here, we're gonna forget what we did in this room and have to recap it anyway. So you pretty much revealed everything, and now you can just gain information, reading the paper or trying to open the safe. But we can wrap up here and then hopefully finish next time. I'm looking at the rest of the module, and I think we can. I pushed us forward pretty hard this game, but
we did a lot.
That water shaft was a rough one. But yeah, we did do a lot.
Do you want
to? Go ahead.
Yeah. Which one do you want to do? Do you want to keep doing yours and try to finish it up, or you want to switch back to Avernus?
I was gonna say let's go ahead and do an Avernus for one, because we've done this one a couple in a row, just trying to knock it out. But it's like when you're trying to do a marathon and you're like, oh, just one more mile, and you sprint for the mile and you're like, oh, I've got 10 more miles left. So maybe break and play Avernus, take a break from this one, and then the next week we can come back to this one, tackle it, finish it, and then Avernus and Strahd. So yeah, we'll get it. Avernus
Cool.
next though, I think, unless you guys want to do this one again.
Yeah, we can do mine to keep you guys, moving forward and remember where you are. I think it's good to not wait too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine with me either way.
Cool.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming, everyone. That was a good
Thank you. That's fun.
That was
board
awesome.
moving session. There was a lot of stuff that happened. That was the first combat we've had in a while that was actually like not just trading blows. It was something kind of back and forth, questionable, not knowing exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, I took some serious damage. I'm still not full.
Yeah. As it should be. The monsters keep freaking missing you guys, and then you just lightning bolt stuff in the face and instantly kill. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's gone. But also, you used all your spell slots, so that's good too.
Nuh-uh, I have a spell slot.
Well, not all of your spell slots, but your guys are chugging through spell slots.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys.
All right, have a good
Okay.
night. Thanks for playing.